Kitty time canceled. I'm your friend now. All right. Take two. Chrono, pay attention. Not you, J-Rock. You can do whatever you want. You here for the cat, to be honest? Ain't no wrong with that. Oh, that's right. I can use these little birds to hop up higher. So I can go up here. Now, what does this do for me? What if I can stomp on this? I cannot. Oh, it's just to get past this area because I can't get over there without doing that. This is as high as I can go up here. Okay, cool. That makes sense. This game has been very kind to me. Easy. It's a really peaceful game, so any of you who are looking to have a place to hang out and fall asleep, this is the game of the time for you. Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi. What are you up to? Okay. I got you. Don't worry. He's looking for the way down and he can't find it. There you go. You have no idea how hard it is to put down a cat that weighs that much. Would I like some cherry Coke? Me? Or are you asking anyone in general if they would like cherry Coke? I guess it doesn't matter, right? Either way, no thank you. I don't need any cherry Coke. But thank you for asking. I got my last bitter memory. OMG. Congratulations. I know you had it in you. Get some bitter lemons. Can I get over there? Oh, yeah, I can. Wait, is that where I came from? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I discovering video games right now? Hold up. Hold up. Hey. So what's the point of going right here if I can't go anywhere else? Yeah, because I can't land on that, right? So why would the game let me go right there? Yeah, because I can't go up there, right? Unless I had some way to get up that high, which I don't think I do. I would need something to allow me to go higher, and I don't think I have a higher access point. I don't. The stuff that I see, I have these birds right here, which I can go up that way, which I already discovered. Walking fairy tale. But I can't jump from that direction. That's gonna bother me. Man. Too bad. A woman of two talents. Block and double jump. The disappearing blocks are back. Not a bad mechanic. Not my least favorite. Okay, I see the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm going all the way up. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing on the collapsed bridge area. I can go straight across that waterfall and then jump higher. Vanessa out here chilling. Speaking of better, this wine hitting just right. What kind of wine you got? Ruby black, red wine infused with berries and dark chocolate. Isn't that technically cannibalism? Easy. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right, Reem. All right, Jess. That cannot happen in this stream. None of that can. None of that is allowed. By the way, J-Rock, I tried to blow you up today on Twitter, or was it yesterday? People weren't acting right. Sometimes Twitter only accepts a certain quality or standard of appreciation of, you know, winky face. All I'm saying is you looked extremely handsome on Twitter, and I was looking like scrolling. I was like, damn, J-Rock, all right, slay dog, make him do what it do. I told my timeline, like, yo, timeline. In this house, we appreciate J-Rock. My timeline said, we sure don't. We sure don't appreciate J-Rock. And I said, okay. I guess my tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why. Yeah, J-Rock took a mad good-looking selfie. But sometimes Twitter doesn't want to elevate black beauty. You feel? Sometimes Twitter has this idea of only worshiping one type of beauty. And I say that word aggressively, but sometimes it feels like actual worship for some people. Take from that what you will. This seems like a trick. Anything over here? I'm guessing I float all the way across. I'd probably just go in the water, right? What's to stop me from going in the water? Oh, hell. I don't think I would have gained anything by staying up there, to be honest. Plus, usually if you can get something, the game allows you a way to go back and get it. In this case, I can't go back and get it, so I'm guessing that there. It's okay, I got the like I wanted, nothing else mattered. Yo! Good for you. Good for you. I'm still waiting for the like that I want from the person that I want it from. Maybe 2021 will be my year. I doubt it.
That's quitter talk.
Quitter, Twitter, same thing, dog. Oh, this is pretty. You're pretty. Ooh woo. Now how the hell? Oh! Am I brilliant? Is it getting lower? Or am I just on drugs? It feels like it's getting lower, but I don't think it is. It's not. Perspective be damned. The only reason I post selfies is to get that like from one person. Yeah, but you get that like now. It's a wrap for you. You're good. What am I going to do now? I feel like P. Diddy in that one song. Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as you're here, you know we might as well shine together. Better now than never. Business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right. No matter what, we airtight. So when you say something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming like that. At the very end of the song, he's all like, "What am I gonna do now, huh? It's all fucked up. What am I gonna do now?" That's how I feel. What am I gonna do now? I'm the end of that song on repeat. Wait, did that say 1 out of 2? It did. Oh man, I did miss one. That's me, little salt factory. Still feels nice to be validated. You aren't incorrect. I agree with you, actually. No matter if you get that one person or not, it's always nice to be told or to feel like you're beautiful. You know? I don't disagree with you. Do any of you feel beautiful today? I only feel bad when people start farming likes in a disruptive and possibly unhealthy manner and deceitful manner. they abuse a system over the course of 3 months, revisit certain patterns of habits, like get this many likes, then say something that makes it feel devalued, and then go back and repeat because they're addicted to the way that it feels. Not that it's not easy to feel good about feeling good and others telling you that you look good, but some of that stuff is unhealthy. Sometimes I see myself and go like, oh, she's cute. Who is that? Doesn't feel like me. Respect. Yeah. One time a girl said she liked how my face bones were shaped, and that's been the highlight of my life. Let me ask you something. Opinions on this, all right? So, obviously stretch marks are different for different people, right? Like around, especially around like the butt line. Like if you get a colossal, I'm on the front page. We'll do real talk. Sometimes you have like stretch marks and you feel like no one likes my stretch marks. I don't like my stretch marks, right? But some people find beauty in them. Like me, I think stretch marks like are attractive. Especially because like it shows like butt growth, right? In a way. And so people find different things attractive, and sometimes that can weird you out because you're not used to people finding things attractive that you yourself don't find attractive, right? And I saw someone say something to describe it once. I couldn't quite tell if I thought it was nice or weird. One of those compliments where you look at it and you go, huh. I saw someone describe someone else's stretch marks as beautiful, which I agreed with, and they said it was beautiful because it looked like the reflection of sun in waves of water. And part of me thought, man, that's the most corny thing I ever heard in my life. And part of me thought it's kind of poetic, because I started drawing imageries of serene water and not the way the waves ripple and the way the sunlight reflects. And I was like, man, that's kind of dope. But some of the way they typed it and their approach made it seem corny and fake. But I was still taken aback, like, man, that's kind of beautiful. You know? In my mind, of course, I'm like, yo, I'm stealing that. That's mine now. But thoughts? I know paper blueberries. Yeah, see? Yeah. It's a good imagery, right? That's honestly beautiful? Right. That's what I was thinking, like, I don't know if I trust the person's approach to what they were doing, but the imagery itself was beautiful. It's something like very indie folk music lyric about it, you know? Oh, true? Yeah.
Oh, they for sure stole it from someone else, too.
When you see other people appreciate something you dislike in yourself, it makes you accept it more. Yeah, right? It gives you power. Because the thing we forget is that we see ourselves every day. We see ourselves from sun up to sundown. And so we're going to see every little thing. And we see ourselves trying to fix that thing that we don't like. But someone else sees it and they go, I like that about you. Later, Jess. Enjoy your games. Thanks for hanging out with your friends, a.k.a. us. I'm just going the wrong way. Like a big dummy. But it can be tough. Especially now in 2020 with staying indoors. Hopefully if you are staying indoors and wearing a mask and all that, you have more time to yourself than ever to look at yourself and really examine yourself and figure out how many things do I just not like about myself. And it makes me wonder.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, right? Not.
Perfect time for it.
But it also makes me wonder, too, how many people... I wonder if us being big inside is changing the way we look at people, too. And the things we're learning to appreciate about people. Like, I'm one of those guys, like, I'm different. I like stretch marks like that. I like... I don't care about the face. Like, it could be a bare face, it could be makeup face, it could be collagen injections, no collagen injections, it could be acne prone or unacne prone. Like, all that's just whatever, right? Just there's something about a person of what makes them them that I find attractive. The makeup of a person, the actual makeup of the individual, makes them an individual that I find attractive. Why can't I figure this game out all of a sudden? I go on the front page and all of a sudden now I can't play video games. What's up, Churro? I'm always like I want to accept myself and me, and sometimes I fight when people appreciate something I dislike about myself, but it actually helps me as much as I fight it. Yeah. I feel like I should be able to go this way, and the game's telling me you should, but it can't. Unless it wants me to revisit the first area now that I've activated water, but that seems kind of whack. Because I'm thinking about attractive people. Only one. Yeah, people are beautiful in different ways, you know? You can have crushes on all types of different people. I remember when I was watching Breakfast Club, and all my friends were like, man, Molly Ringwald's the most beautiful person in the world. I'm like, yo, Ali Sheedy. And they were like, Ali Sheedy? Like she eats glue. I'm like, I'll eat glue with her. At least I know what she likes. I'll start trading during lunch. Yo, I will give you 2 oatmeal cream pies and a chalky milk if you give me your Elmer's glue. Allie's here today. You know what I mean? Allie's here today. I'll bring her that blue glue too. You know what I mean? That extra special. Maybe some rubber cement to really let her know that I care. People have different tastes. That's all. And sometimes it's hard to remember that when you're out in the world, because you're constantly in competition with everything else around you. And places like social media with Twitter and Instagram reinforce that. Especially when you see your peers. You appreciate it in certain ways and you think, man, I thought I was something special, right? I hope you enjoy the heck out of this game. It's my favorite game of all time. What's up, Spoof? Spoof's another great streamer, especially Final Fantasy 14 streamer. Except when Spoof forgets to do the most rudimentary things in order to get relic progression. But we won't discuss that here, winky face. I've been really enjoying it though. It's a fantastic game. Really have been enjoying it. Been a work of art. She looks good though. Edgy looking girls. Who? Ali Sheedy? Yeah. Ali Sheedy looks like when you're not looking, she would put thumbtacks in your shoes. And then when you step on it, you'd be like, ow, what is this? And she'd like, and you just put your hands on your hip and go, Ali, girl, did you put thumbtacks in my boots? And you'd be cool with her. I would. It'd be a painful thing to laugh off, but that's just our love. You know? It'd be a remix to JT and T.I.'s My Love. My love. You put thumbtacks in my shoes, so I might need a tetanus shot. What would you do? Them shits were like 4-inch deep, and I'm gonna go to ER. What would you do? Now I think you might be out of the loop, 'cause I see you eating glue again. What would you do? But this right here represents my heart. You know what I mean? Relic progression, you mean glamour progression? Yeah. I don't know what the actual item level is of the in relic this time. I just know that I tried farming my weapon from SOS Extreme. Didn't get the drop, so I gave up. So I'm just going to get the Crystarium upgrade and hope that the relic turns into something useful. But I doubt it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. What's up, Gamer with Kai? And everyone on the front page, welcome. Hello. My name is Okaydrian as a streamer. I've been streaming for 7 years. Been partner for 6 on Twitch. And I stream about 80 to 90 games per year. My big thing is education on Twitch. And playing as many games as possible across sports, FPS, narrative, RPG, one horror game per year. I try to spice things up and make it different each time. For example, for the week, I usually play a random game like this. Indie or AAA, doesn't matter. The weekends are set things. So every Saturday and Sunday, I do Final Fantasy XIV rating. So tomorrow we're re-clearing Eden Savage. And then on Sunday we're doing Nuclears. And then in the evenings on the weekends, every Saturday evening I do a handheld stream because I have like 30 handhelds. And I take one of those, so my Game Boy Advance SP or my Atari Lynx or Sega Nomad, and I point my camera down to it, and I play it in handheld mode instead of capturing it with the capture card, so you can see what it's like to play the game in a handheld session. And then Sunday evenings, we do a sports night. We play college football and college basketball games, and everyone's renamed after a sub, and we try to get ourselves into the tournaments, whatever they may be at that time. And then throughout the week is a random game, like this, Gris, or Tomb Raider, or Outer Wilds, or Heat Signature, or Assassin's Creed, Fury, Mario. It's all over the place. But yeah, if you like variety, there's that. I'm also a full-time host. So I do hosting for Twitch Weekly about once a month on Thursdays on the Twitch front page. I also do hosting at E3. So talking to different developers and things like that. I also do hosting at PAX, Comic-Cons, Tokyo Game Show, Independent Games Festival, the White House, different kinds of locations. Also one of the hosts of GameStop TV. So you can find me on GameStop TV, whether it be in the stores or on the YouTube page. But all over the place. I love video games. I love wrestling, and I love coffee. I love varied types of video games. So ask any questions you want to and enjoy yourself. Yeah, Cat the Mao. It's wonderful. Everyone, well, majority of people keep warning me to be ready to cry. So I guess we're in for a ride, right? But the animation is beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, buddy. Sorry. It's real emotion hours. Yo, real emotion? What can I do for you? Monday is when my GBISP is getting here. Yo, congratulations. When you say Game Boy Advance, are you referring to the original Game Boy Advance? Or are you referring to the SP or the Micro or what? Also, exciting news. Starting Monday, I'll be playing Final Fantasy 13 too. I'm an avid fan. I've played Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and beaten them. Played 3, didn't beat it. Played 4, beat it. Never played 5. Played 6, beat it. 7, beat it. 8, beat it. 9, beat it. 10, beat it. 10-2, beat it. Revenant Wings, almost beat it. Almost done. I played 11 for 10 years. Beat that entire game. Played 12, beat it. Played 13, beat it. I'm playing 14. I keep beating it. Played 15, beat it. So, big fan of the entire series. And so for the first time ever, I'm playing Final Fantasy 13-2 on Monday. And I'm hoping to finish that off so I can play Lightning Returns. I played Crisis Core and I beat that as well. So the only games I haven't played in the series are 13-2, Lightning Returns, Type 0, and 5. I haven't played those Final Fantasies. Those are on my list of games to play. My favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy Tactics. And so in honor of that being my favorite game, I'm replaying through that starting December 3rd. So that's going to be a big deal as well, in case you like things like that. Please be looking forward to that. Or not. Up to you. You got the original? Nice. Actually, not modding my childhood console because apparently the version I got is worth $1, so I bought a scratched up on eBay to mod. Which version do you have? And why is it not in my hands? Yeah, soggy burrito. Isn't that dope? I know, Disastered is the best. Looking forward to this, my favorite. Yeah, you know, Reem, honestly, out of all the games I've ever played on stream, this one might be the hardest one to play. Just because beating it's going to take such a long time. I played a lot of games in this stream that have lasted a long time. For example, Witcher 3. Witcher 3 plus the DLC, you know, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, toppled in like 100 plus hours. Pillars of Eternity 2 toppled tons of hours, and I really think Final Fantasy Tactics is gonna clock in a ton of hours. Because I'm very much like, because you take units and you build them up, whether they're knight, archer, geomancer, that kind of stuff, right? I'm very much the kind of person, you can let them die and then raise up new ones. I like keeping people permanently. So I will navigate an entire battle board with the idea of no one's left behind. No one's allowed to die. I don't want to reframe or refarm XP points and get that back up there. So it makes the experience arduous and it makes the battles longer. But the experience and the story along the way, I promise, is worth it. And there's a ton of lore to read. I'll probably be playing Final Fantasy Tactics from December all the way until February. It would not surprise me. So I hope you all have a lot of patience. Oh, they're the birds. Anything over here? Nothing over there. Okay. Okay. My wife is currently 84 hours into Tactics. Oh, nice. That means she's on chapter 1. How long is it? It depends. There's a lot of side stuff you can do, and near the end, there's this really, really long spiraling side quest you can do. I mean, it's long. It's long. It's super long. I also want to say thank you to all the partners who are here hanging out with me, because that's a big compliment. Because I feel like partners have seen so much stuff that they're very picky about where they spend their time. So to have like a Frisk here and a Pleasantly Twisted, and a J-Rock, and a Spoofy, and a Nega Oryx, like even affiliates, like to have y'all here just kind of hanging out, it's dope. I'm not doing that to like bring you out a lurk or make you stay here. I'm just saying that I'm thankful that you would choose me as your nightly entertainment, or morning, depending on where you are in the world. Oh, I'm sorry, Sinkoi, Naki. Yeah, this is Gris. Pretty dope game thus far. I wonder if I can navigate that waterfall. Well, before I do, well, I think right might be progression, and that could be, maybe right leads to the top, and then I come back down. Because the only things that make me go up are red birds, and I don't see any red birds. Yeah, I don't see any. Beautiful, though. Unless I can sink to the bottom of this pool by jumping from right here. Not over far enough. Let me try it. Not enough weight. What if I end up going up there and then dropping a weight system from down there? Would make sense. Yeah, not enough weight. So I gotta progress right no matter what. Okay, cool. We'll go right. Yeah, J-Rock. See, there's a fine line between that, I think, right? There's when you're genuinely talking about someone, like me, I was like, you know what, I think J-Rock's cool as hell. Not wanting you to respond, wanting to just exist and be you, but just someone says, J-Rock's cool. I'm like, yeah, J-Rock's cool as hell, right? Do you. But there's also the type of person who will say things over and over again just to get you to respond. Like, yeah, J-Rock's dope. You know what this mushroom right here looks like? The pink one? Looks like J-Rock. He has a pink suit like that. In fact, J-Rock looks like this mushroom right here with the teal top. I bet J-Rock can't jump as high as this person, though. This person jumps way higher than J-Rock. Then it's like, all right. All right. I get it. I get it. I get it. One thing this game does unconventionally, at least for me, I feel like a lot of times games will have certain areas open and they're there intentionally to give you misdirection, right? So for example, because of the way these things right here are designed, it tells me I'm supposed to climb them to go up and progress. Like obviously go right here and go up. But when I see a side area like this, my first instinct is, oh, there's a side area here because something must be here, right? That's the gaming rule. There's the side areas, there's a secret wall, a secret thing to destroy. But this game is so focused on the architecture of the world and the beauty of it that it's not there for any other reason just to build the world and have a different location to exist. And sometimes, even if that's the case, what they'll do is they'll put things there to like say, all right, when we built this place, we might as well fill this space with something, right? But that's not the story this game's trying to tell. So they don't put things in locations like that because they don't care. That's not the point. Like this right here is beautiful enough to stand on its own. These. You know? These also remind me of, you know the near in-game area of Skyrim? A couple of you might know what I'm talking about. There's an area in Skyrim near in-game that looks just like this. With these different color, like black and teal mushrooms and a dark cavern that glow. I forget what it's called, but I'm getting flashbacks of that. What's over this way? I want to go right, but I can see a pattern forming to the left. Now I want to satisfy my curiosity. I don't think it goes anywhere past that point, though. No, I don't.
Bill was here, he would know.
Who?
Bill? You recently played Skyrim not too long ago.
He didn't beat it, though.
Oh. Maybe?
I was watching him play it, and I saw the different parts that he got at, but I don't know if he beat it yet. Black Reach, yes.
Black Reach, yeah.
Nice, dude. Thank you. Yeah, it reminds me of Black Reach. This is beautiful. My God. Thank you for letting me know it was Black Reach. It was on the tip of Paul's tongue. I'm sure he's sad now that he didn't get it.
Devastated.
Ooh, elevator? Interesting. Wonder why it worked that way. It's not resetting. That's interesting too. I wonder if fighting a dragon in Black Reach when how a dragon got down. You fought a dragon in Black Reach? Yeah, how did he get down there? Yeah, this game on Switch. It's nice playing the handheld. So Reem, that's another reason that I like handhelds too. Like some games are made for handhelds, so it's different, right? But for games that are not made for handhelds, I selfishly like playing them on handhelds because all the pixels are condensed, so it makes a beautiful game look even more beautiful. Because it's not stretching the pixels out to display the picture, right? It's a much more condensed picture. It looks better. That's why, like, I have a fairly big library of PlayStation 1 games that I play on my Vita. Because PlayStation 1 games still look a little rough to this day, depending which one it is. Like some games like Metal Gear Solid age extremely well, and Parappa the Rapper. But PS1 games on the Vita or PSP look so good. You know? Breath of the Wild is nice on TV, but looks better on handheld. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's a beautiful game, but I think it looks better on handheld for sure. Some games is different. Like I think Odyssey looks better on TV than it does handheld. That's just me, in my opinion, the way I look at it. But I agree with you about Breath of the Wild for sure. I like being able to focus on the game rather than worrying about notifications from my phone or Discord. For sure. Then again, I have my friend alerts on too, and I have them set for everything. So if you come online, ba-boop. If you go offline, ba-boop. If you sneeze, boop boop. Whatever you do, my Switch tells me. That's one thing that's kind of sad about playing my old consoles, like my 3DS and my Vita, is that I get no notifications because none of my friends are playing their 3DS and their Vitas any longer. So it's just me online. It's like haha, but also not haha. Oh, there we go. Secret. Yeah, gang, gang. Oh. Secret almost canceled. All these things I see, they all differ from what I had imagined they would be. Now I'm getting dizzy spells. What is this doing for me? Something's missing. Ah, French toast. This bothers me. I can clearly just walk down here and go in the water. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, okay. That's why it's there. I thought I found a secret. I guess not. I just found progression. It's not very rewarding. Oh, cute. If you want notifications, just add me and play date. Oh, cool. I was playing Bravely Default recently for the first time because obviously I love tactics-based games. It's such a great game. Love me some Bravely Default. I don't see how you're playing that and Persona 4 Gold at the same time. That's combined 1,000 hours of gameplay, dog. It's not like playing phone games to distract from some notifications, for sure. I'm so sad the Vita got abandoned so quickly. I was excited for it. Yeah, same, Raguba, if that's how you say your name. And keep in mind, PlayStation or Sony announced some news this week too, right? So, for PlayStation Portable, PSP, PS Vita, and PlayStation 3 items, at the end of, I want to say, next week, you will no longer be able to buy those things on desktop. I think it is. So, if you decide you want to buy a game for your PSP or your Vita, whether it be a PSP or Vita title, or whether it be a PlayStation 1 title, then what's ultimately going to happen is you'll have to purchase it from your phone or from the device itself. And the Vita doesn't play nice with a lot of modern Wi-Fi setups. The PSP kinda does, which is kind of weird, unless you use your phone as a hotspot, but then you're using a lot of data to download stuff. And I think they're doing the same thing with mobile the week after. So what I'm trying to say is, if any of you right now are looking to update your PSP or Vita library digitally, and you don't want to go through the hassle of, let's say, using the device to navigate their web system built into it, I would take a look at the PlayStation Store to see if there's anything that you don't mind, that you don't want to wait on, so to speak, for downloading and things like that. Just keep that in mind. Smartphones and mobile games killed handheld consoles. I don't know. You could still argue that the Switch is a handheld console, right? Plus, it exists in some formats still. Like, there's the Analog Pocket, which I have pre-ordered, and that's releasing next year, which allows you to... It's a hardware emulator rather than a software emulator. But you can take the game carts and play them on the device in a higher resolution and higher everything else, more PPI. There's also the Playdate, and the Playdate is a new handheld being released who knows when. And the Playdate is an indie haven. And there are a few really nice indie developers who are making things for the Playdate, like Kita Takahashi, who made Katamari and Watam, is making stuff for it. Bennett Foddy from Getting Over from Bennett Foddy is making stuff for it, and a couple other cats. But the Playdate is this handheld device. It looks like a Game Boy Advance SP and has a handheld crank on the side that operates as a game mechanic. It looks pretty dope. Look it up if you get a chance. It's pretty good. I think I held down my X button for too long. I played myself. I followed you for your voice. Cheers. Thank you. You want physical games, to be honest? For sure. For sure. For me, it's half and half. Because I have the PSP 1000, 2000, and 3000, I use one as my connected TV, one as my digital device, and one as my physical device. You know, so it accomplishes everything that I need. And then my Vita, there's a 1000, 2000, same thing. One is strictly hardware, and the other one is digital software. The crank? Yeah. I still miss our block son who loved apples. What's up, some cute gays? The good news is they found their family, right? So our block son is happy. Hey, Simpleg. Welcome back, Reen. The Switch is what I wanted with the Vita to be. Sony had the idea with the PS Vita TV. The hell? What's that? Sony had their idea on the Vita B. Sony had their idea of the PS Vita TV, but they just couldn't resist making us buy another device. Yeah. Yeah, the PS Vita TV and the Wii U were on the same track as the Switch. The funny thing is, you know who else had the right idea? Neo Geo. There's a handheld called the Neo Geo X. It was part of a collection called the Neo Geo X Collection, I think, gold. And it came with a small, it came with a Neo Geo arcade stick, a Neo Geo handheld, and the Neo Geo console, all in one big unit, all blacked out, like murdered out, right? And that was one big storage, like one big commitment thing, and it had the same idea as the Switch pre-Switch. So it's not like Switch created this thing, you know? These ideas were borrowed. That is so cool. That is so pretty. Can I use it to my advantage, though? I've got to figure out how this mechanic works. Oh my god, that's clever. Ha, this game's so cool. What a really cool game. Too early. Too late. Bro, I don't know what you mean, the Soulja Boy game cons. Alright. That Soulja Boy thing's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. But I respect your memeing for even remembering what that was in the first place. Corny. Can I not do it in the air? Can I not do it in motion? Because I don't think this is enough to get up there. It isn't. Oh, wait, I wonder. Ah, that's so clever. Man, this game's so good. What a good video game. It's so good. Poggies 4? Poggies 4 indeed. When Poggies 1 is not enough, you get a Poggies 4. Didn't the Neo Geo Portable have built-in video port? Yes. Yes. By the way, especially you, Reem, are any of you planning on getting that Kingdom Hearts rhythm game? I only asked for a couple of reasons. I think I want to, and I think the reason that I want to is because it reminds me of Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm for the 3DS, which is an outstandingly fun game. 2, Kingdom Hearts has banging music all the way through, so incentive. And 3, supposedly the game takes you through the story of Kingdom Hearts, right? Which is convoluted, but it tries to simplify it. So if I can buy that Kingdom Hearts game that's based on rhythm and try to figure out what happened with Organization 13 and why Mickey looks like a No Limit Soldier and all that stuff, because I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and Birth by Sleep and I'm still confused. You know what I mean? So hopefully that'll help out. But I doubt it. SS? Yeah, okay. What can I do for me? 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 One does not simplify Kingdom Hearts. You're not wrong. Oh, what is this? I thought that I was not by myself. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. The recap didn't help. I'm glad you're getting it, Reem. That's very Poggy, so. All these pogs I pog, they all poggy pog. Oh! What I had imagined they poggy. Ah, hell. Come on, let me be greedy. Thank you. It'll be a fun game to play, hopefully. I still haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3. I feel kind of sad that I'd rather play the Kingdom Hearts rhythm game than actually go through and play Kingdom Hearts 3. You know? I keep forgetting that it came out. Like, when it released, I wasn't excited about it. And my big thing was that I loved Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I just wasn't big on Birth by Sleep, Chain of Memories, 300 over 85,000 divided by 42, negative 5 to the 4th power, whatever it's called, right? And I figured I'll stay mainline entry, but when 3 dropped, I was like, indifferent, I guess, you know? You played 3.
Titan is a grown man.
Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Titan will
my
ruin
first
you.
time.
Yeah, Titan will ruin your life if you're not paying attention. Press A. Oh, zoomies. Nice. This is what it's like when the edibles hit right here. It's pretty good though. 10 years ago, bro, Twitch is fun and awesome. That's why you're on the internet. Thank you, Ultimate Cue Ball. I feel like I grabbed you, shook you, and you gave me the answer that I needed. Fun story about a horrible game. See, I didn't get a chance to even get past the first, like, 25 minutes. Might be me giving it an unfair shake, I guess, but, You collecting Sparkle's Victorian-style cape tonight? I hope so. What's up, Suffocated? But a cue ball, okay. I know. Come on, Reem. I know. Magic 8 ball and cue ball, I got it. You got to keep up, buddy. That's the whole point of it. Come on, buddy. Some mod. Here's another example of what I was talking about earlier. Maybe there is an Ultimate 8 ball out there. And maybe that's why their name is Ultimate Cue Ball, because 8 ball was taken. And they knew someone like me would just call them by that anyway. You know? So, you're welcome, I think. You know what I mean? Hey, Yamari. Hope you're doing well. This is beautiful. Anytime you can swim in water in a game and listen to dope music is... It harkens me back to Donkey Kong Country. Remember the first time you played that and you were underwater and you heard aquatic ambience? That bum 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 boom 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 ba da da ba da 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 da. It was so good. Unlike TMNT 1 on the NES when you're underwater and it's just panic mode all the time because of the timers. And that boring daytime music, that bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum 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 da bum 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 ba bum 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 ba da bum 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 dum ba da bum 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 da bum 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 dum bum bum poggies bum bum bum. Look how beautiful you are. This right here looks like that one bird that I saw in Planet Earth 2. I think what it's called. But it's this beautiful bird that has plumage just like that. And what it does is when it's going to mate, it chooses a spot and it cleans the spot up for its mate. Like it takes and moves all the trash out of the way, all the dead leaves and all the twigs, and makes it beautiful.
Wowie,
And
wow,
then
wow.
dances around with this funny face looking just like this, and it looks attractive enough, they'll, you know, do bird stuff. But yeah. Yo, Pope Hunter, welcome back for a full year. Congratulations, you made it 12 months, dog. Congrats. Bird of Paradise is correct. Thank you. echo the dolphin feels. Yeah, really is though. Oh my god, this music is so good. This is a good game. This is a really good game. It's just so beautiful. He did his little dance and got rejected. I know, it was so sad. He cleaned the spot out, did his dance for like 8 minutes, and David Attenborough was like, it looks as though that this time will not be a success. But perhaps another one on the horizon will provide greater results. David Attenborough be getting me though. On planet Earth, like I know things should go well and then they don't, and things shouldn't go well and they do. The mother has abandoned her cubs. After all, it's tough for a snow leopard to stay engaged and safe in the mountains. There are predators everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, the baby snow leopard's gonna die. And he's like, but suddenly, what's that? Nature finds a way. And I'm like, David, you rotten.
An animal has died.
All right, you. Feel his soul leave his body. I know. I do like that big fist in the background chilling. That's when the edible hits too. That's the kind of eye you get. That's another thing I like in games like this. AAA or indie, mostly indie, but I love games that play around with the diorama effect, right? 2.5D. Games like Rain World do it. Games like Ori do it. Games like Hollow Knight do it. Games like, God, what's the first one that I saw? Shadow Complex, Strider, the remake on 2D. This 2.5D effect where they can shroud you in the foreground or background. I just love the depth that gives it, you know? It reminds me I used to play F-Zero on the Super Nintendo and how cool I thought it was in the city, just stuff happening like that, you know? There's our objective, but I'm gonna make sure I missed anything over here. I don't think I did. Zoomies. Oh, I'd love to go to the aquarium. Are you kidding me? I love aquariums. Absolutely. We have a really good aquarium here. Well, we have a really good zoo. So, as a byproduct, we have a good aquarium. And we have a Japanese spider crab here. And it has its own massive pooling area. It's so dope to just see this gigantic crab just hulking around like it's one of the War of the Worlds aliens, you know? It's so dope. You have the classic like sharks.
I want to go.
Japanese spider crab. They're like these otherworldly giant crabs that are basically spiders in their water, but crabs. They're so cool.
It's a big boy.
Yeah. You can touch stingrays? Yes, we can't touch stingrays at ours. We do have a reptilian and amphibian exhibit where sometimes during the week they'll let people feed spiders and feed snakes. I think spiders are cool as hell. Especially like the Mexican red-kneed tarantula, which is like domesticated pretty much to an extent. As much as you can a spider. But snakes and I never get along. I don't know. I've never watched Ream. I just know the centerpiece area they have it in. I like looking at snakes behind cages because they're fascinating. But I don't like watching them move. They're just, I don't know. Animals that can accelerate like that worry me. You know? They don't have a tremendous top speed, but their ability to gap close is tremendous, and that's... Alright, Sephora. You get one, and that was it. Gotta collect a few of these, looks like. Okay, okay, thank you, game. I'm missing 4. You feel bad for animals at the zoo? Yeah, it's like one part they're not in their environment as they should be. The second part, you would hope the zoo is taking care of them to the best of their abilities, which most good zoos do. At the same time, even though they take care of them, they're not, sometimes not in large enough spaces they should be. But at the same time, there are some animals who are rehabbing there and they can't be out where they need to be because they have to be there. especially if they're at a point where they can't survive out in the wild because of the interaction they've had, right? I don't know. In some cases, it's really good. In some cases, it's not. You know what I mean? That's why I have a love-hate relationship with sanctuaries, you know? Things like wolf sanctuaries. They kind of get it. Sucker.
What about tiger sanctuaries?
That technically counts as like big cat sanctuary, you know? So it depends. Usually the sanctuaries give you a lot more space to work with because you're not a zoo. You're focused on one type of animal, so you have more space to operate with.
True.
I had friends with snakes growing up. They were all very chill, all ball pythons, super cool animals. I don't doubt it. I'm with you. They look cool. It's just something about them. Just I don't know. It's like the only animal. Spiders, cockroaches, bugs, large cats, large dogs, predators, prey, birds, amphibians, none of them. Most reptiles, crocodiles, alligators, Komodo dragons, whatever. Something about snakes. I don't know. There goes the legend himself. Is that what they are? A legend? For real? Okay. Some snakes are cute. Some do. I'm not really in the business of classifying snakes, I guess, by look, though. Because I don't know. Some part of me feels bad about not calling another snake cute. You know? If you're the king cobra, you're like, what about me? I'm cute. I got a hood. Check it out. I got designs in my hood. Am I cute? And you're like, no. And then it just looks sad. Okay. And then Reem yells at you and says, I hope you get eaten by a mongoose. And the snake's all sad.
Damn.
I can use that to go higher, looks like, yeah. Then it just kills you. That's the other thing, too, about snakes, is their potency of venom that they have. Like, there's no way that thing should have that much venom, depending on the snake. Why you gotta be an extra predator? Secret? Up here? I guess not. Oh, by the way, any of you watching on the front page, if you like what you see or hear, don't forget to follow. Because I'm only on the front page for like an hour. So I'm telling you now because in about 10 minutes, I'm going to disappear off the front page carousel. And I don't want you to see like, what happened to him? Where'd he go? Like some cute gays said, and I could not sleep. And this is exactly the vibes I needed. You know what I mean? Now imagine you're on the front page right now. These are the vibes you need, and all of a sudden it's gone. Now you gotta scramble around and figure out who I was. And your friends will tell you, I don't know who that guy is. No one knows who he is. And I can't tell you because I'm gone. And you'll be sad. And I don't want you to be sad. So don't be sad. There you go. There you go. Because when you follow, it's like a gotcha moment. Because a lot of times you don't want to follow here or stay here and watch the stream, and you end up kind of stuck with the community. Like Super Shish Kebab didn't want to be here, and now he's here forever. How do you think it makes him feel? Now he's like one of my best friends in the entire world. And that sucks for him. What am I playing? Genesis? This is Gris. Wonderful little indie game of a gym. Quite relaxing. Oh, you didn't realize that was the name? Yeah. You thought I just typed in random letters in the game title? Like, I'm playing a game tonight. Doesn't matter what it's called. We'll just call it this. Maybe next time that I play it, I'll put it under Madden or something. I'll put it under Gears of Wars. And we'll just see what happens. Oh, are you gonna follow me? Oh, thank you. I don't know where to take you. Oh, did you jump out of the water with me? Oh, neat. And you're gone. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I know what to do. It's like that Stephen King book where you only have a small window to leave the town. And if you don't, you're stuck forever. I was going to say Needful Things. But Needful Things is the one with the book, the store, where you can take the thing that you want the most out of the store, but it costs you something else in return. Usually it results in you killing someone else or damaging their property or damaging their life. But it's not that. Plus, the movie had Donald Sutherland as the actor. Really, really, really good book, too. Now, why didn't that work? He said to himself, not asking for help. By the way, just to clarify. Put it under FIFA? I should play FIFA one of these days. Gris of War? Wonderful. The gambling elements in this game are reminiscent of FIFA 2014. Like you'd know. Shisk, are you buying the Kingdom Hearts rhythm music game? That's what I've heard, Suffocated, that Pro Evolution Soccer is better. Unless any representatives are watching from EA, in which case I've heard conclusively that FIFA is and always has been the better game. And boy, I couldn't agree more. Unless anyone from Konami's watching, in which case, you know what? Complete lie. FIFA's been trashed for years. PES is the way to go.
Playing both sides. Clever.
I have room in my wallet. How's your boy? Oh, do I have to bring those red things with me the entire way? Impossible. What? Oh. Oh, neat. That's Kawhi Leonard. Hey, Allie. What if they're both watching? Buy 2 wallets. I hate Kingdom Hearts, so no? Okay. Are you going to be here for the entirety of my Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough, Shisk? Starting December 3rd? Bonk. Am I Echo now? Can't say for sure. I only played the first one, so I don't know how good or bad the second one is, and if it warrants having a follow-up. Just like I played Parasite Eve, but I haven't played Parasite Eve 2, and I haven't played Third Birthday, and people have really varied reactions in the sequels. The first one is critical acclaim, which, as it should be, I can't argue that. Parasite Eve 1 is fantastic. When I mentioned like 2 or 3, some cats are like, I'd rather you didn't. So I don't know if Echo the Dolphin follows the same rule. What is happening down here? If you finish it, yes. That doesn't make sense. If I don't finish it, you're still watching it, right? The last one's down here. Okay. This game is the game is all art and all gorgeous. Konami would just put your chat in emote mode only with to communicate via emotes. Devontae, you act like I wouldn't do that. Konami pays me the right price. Y'all better get used to some emotes. Y'all better memorize those titles. What little I know of Third Birthday is like one of those games the community can live without. I'm getting Manta Ray and water vibes. Yeah. Parasite Eve 2 ago. Love Parasite Eve 1. Same. I promise missed the OG RPG month. Now you're GDQ. All right. All right, you. Hey, since we're okay. Yeah, honestly, nice tongue. Nice tongue. Since we have like 6 minutes of front page left, I do want to espouse a little bit about what this community is all about, right? Education. So what I like to do is occasionally I do a thing called Video Games Taught Me. And what that means is that while I'm playing video games, if the game has something to teach us or something we can learn from it, I like to digest that and put it out there for everyone else to digest as well. So each game is a season, right? So every time I choose a game and we learn something from it, it's considered season 1 or season 8 or season 15, right? This game's no different. Gris, we learn something. And every time we learn something, it's a new episode. So consider this season 33, episode 1. Just to give you some context. If you look right here. In this game, Season 33, Episode 1, because we have 5 minutes of front page left, right? Context. This is about Inuk Suite. When I was playing the game, right, I got an achievement that was unlocked. And I got it from breaking several rock sculptures, and these sculptures were made into tables, right? After breaking them, I unlocked an achievement called Inuk Suite. And I was like, oh, this could be important, and it was. So I looked it up. And it turns out it's from Arctic Canada, from the Inuit. And so in that area, these places are numerous and varied, and include Inuk Suite, the stone structures of varied shape and size erected by Inuit for many purposes. The term Inuk Suk, which is the singular of Inuk Suite, means to act in the capacity of a human. It is an extension of Inuk, human being. In addition to their earthly functions, certain Inuk Suite features have spiritual connotations and were objects of veneration, often marking the threshold of the spiritual landscape of the Inumarit, which means the people who knew how to survive on the land living in a traditional way. And that was all information gathered from the History Museum of Canada. I bring this up because as we were reading about it, we learned that the Inuit for 4,000 years used these different rock sculptures, the Inuk Suite, to communicate. So because it's an Arctic area, they might use these rock sculptures, the Inuk Suite, to dictate how deep the snow is in that area. They might use them as road maps. So if you want to travel from one village to the next, you would follow the rock sculptures. Or if you were in a hunting ground area, it would let you know. If it was dangerous, predator, prey. If you wanted to move cattle from one area to the next. If you wanted to go from the shoreline to a village. If you were coming from the shoreline on a boat, it would guide you from that. So all these Inuk Suites were used as signposts, essentially, to guide you through different areas. And that's really cool. And those were the permanent ones. They also had temporary ones that they built that were not made to last, they were made to fall apart, and those were used more as messages. So instead of like texting and email like we have today, or snail mail, you would have those. So let's say that myself and Lycan Venom was like, Adrian, I'm gonna go to the shore, meet me in 3 days, we're gonna ball out. I'm like, bet. So Lycan Venom's down by the shore, he's got the moonshine or whatever down there, or some mead. I'm following the road, I see a rock sculpture, and the way it's messaged is like, Adrian, drank all the mead, if you still want to show up, you can if you want to. Signed, Lycan Venom. But that's what the sculpture would say for me. And then it would just not last, because it's not meant to last, it's meant just for me. But that's the way they were used. And so in the game we were playing, these Inuk Suite, these rock sculptures, are used as messages or signposts in this very game we're playing, Gris. So I bet you knew something, but I bet you didn't know. So that's what we learned from this game. And I hope that you like that. Hope it makes you happy. Okay? You better like it. Yeah, there you go. Video games taught you. Yeah. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Now, I bring that up because I think we're approaching, again, another area of education. Possibly. Right? So I'm looking at this game right now, and I'm thinking about something special, right? Ad. I'm looking at the game right now, and we're underwater, right? And I'm wondering about water depth. Because right now we can see some hues of red and blue, some light still penetrating the water, right? But at a certain point, the ocean is so dense and so vast, and there's so much in the ocean that light can't penetrate the ocean any longer. It's just too much ocean, too much water. And so at a certain point, you start losing the amount of light that penetrates the water, like right here. So I'm wondering what part of the ocean this is. If it's the twilight zone part of it, if it's the Bissopelagic zone of the ocean, right? Or the Batha, whatever it's called. Because if you look closely at these creatures right here, there's no light penetrating this part of the water, right? And there are depths of the ocean that are just like this. And I think it's the abyssal paleogen zone. And the only way you will see creatures like this in the water is if they were bioluminescent. You may have seen a famous Google image that makes its round on the internet pretty often of these shorelines, where the shorelines look like streamer curtains, where it's like twilight snow. It's like how do they call them? Icicle lights. It's like blue icicle lights strung across the ocean shoreline, and that's bioluminescence creeping up on the shoreline. But in these dark zones, there are creatures that are just like that. For example, the anglerfish, the one that everybody's like, scary, because they are. There's an anglerfish in Soma. There's an anglerfish in Outer Wilds, right? But there are also angler squids and angler jellyfish in this part of the ocean. And what they do is that the same way that a anglerfish will lure someone in with this light to get close and then eat it, there are certain creatures in this part of the ocean that will use their bioluminescence to blind other fish. So when you get too close, they can expel it, and in a sense it blinds you, right? And also makes you very bright and apparent. So if you are in the area, you're covered in bioluminescence, the creature gets away, and now you're in this deep dark part of the ocean as a predator, and you're just covered in glowy stuff or bioluminescence. And so I mentioned all this because this part of the game right here, this depth of water, is playing with that same idea. No amount of light penetrates down here, and all we see are bioluminescent creatures. And so I wonder if that's the same thing. Your eyes are like, okay. Thank you. I think the ocean is really, really cool. I don't want to go to the depth of the ocean where I can't see anything. Right? That's not, for me, that's not something that Adrian wants, because I'd like to be able to see what's down there. But I do think the vastness of the ocean is incredible, because there are just certain fathoms that we can't reach to yet. You know? Obviously because of water pressure and things like that. If only these big, dumb, submarine engineer idiot dum-dums could build submarines to withstand the pressure and allow enough air down there to breathe in and have our lungs, we could explore the ocean instead of worry about space. But they're all a bunch of dumb idiots and they can't make the proper submarines, so let's do it. So now everyone's like, F the ocean. All I'm going to do is go to space instead, because space is easier to deal with. It's just water pressure. How hard is it to figure out? Oh no, my lungs. The steel's bending.
There's a leak in the submarine. Oh
no. You shouldn't say that. It's okay. We're off front page for like 3 minutes now. So like only like 5 people saw it, dog. And broke his keyboard. How'd he break his keyboard? Did he put it underwater for lower than 300 feet? I unlocked an achievement just now called Depression. Curious. Although I can see the imagery that's happening right now. This particular statue is buried down in the deepest parts of the ocean, which could symbolize the feeling of being in a depth beyond your control, where all you can do is just sink and drown, and it feels like the pressure's all around you, which I think is an ongoing theme in this game too. Well, you did to yourself, Simpleg. You knew what you were doing. Just don't call her one suffocated. I can't save you, and I won't. So what is depression? Well, not what is depression, but fourth stage. Oh. Oh, stages. Stages of grief? Fourth stage depression? Out of what, 5 stages? Or 7? 5, I think. Huh. Did I get my... I didn't get my little pointy thing. Not pointy thing, but I didn't get my, my light. Although curious, there's a light source down here. I wonder where it's coming from. Clearly right there. Zoomies canceled. Just before acceptance, yeah. There you go. So, what the hell? Why does it keep pushing me back to the surface? Clearly I'm not meant to go beyond. No Dragon Ball from me. When they say this is to go even further beyond, they don't mean me. Yeah, missing one. What? I went this way, but did I go down this way? Is this chasing one, I think? I didn't go down this way because I can't. That's probably unlocked by that thing over there. I didn't go this way yet. This is the video games. Okay. That was just with the Easter egg. Okay, cool. No Plus Ultra? I don't know, man. Like, listen. My Hero Academia, for a hot month, I felt addicted to it. I went on Crunchyroll and I watched all of it, right? Like a bunch of it. This was like a year and a half ago, I want to say. And I was like, I can't wait for it. And it got so bad that I started reading the manga for it. That was ahead of the episodes, obviously. Like before they showed what's his face, looks like the Fallout guy with the old school like 1920s eyes. Before he appeared on the show, I was reading about him in the manga. And then gradually one day I just lost interest. I just didn't care anymore. So now I just don't watch it. So I don't care about Plus Ultra and all that. Shonen things, right? But I liked it and I fell in love with it because I thought the animation was beautiful. And you know who put me up to it was Kelly Link. Hello, Kelly Link, good friend of mine, wonderful human being, fantastic broadcaster, host, interviewer, wonderful talent. If she told me we're driving into the woods, you can go to sleep if you want to, you'll be fine, I trust her. But like, she showed me the scene between the tournament they had between Midoriya and half ice, half fire guy. And the scene where they're both going nuts and he learns to accept his father's side. And then Clay dude or his concrete dude has to separate them so they don't kill each other. She showed me that clip and I was like, my God, that's beautiful. I agree, Shishk. It's an extremely well-made show. It's well animated. And it's typical dumb shonen fanfare. A lot of the like, I'm going to power through. I have to go even further beyond. Tears in my eyes. I lost. I'm going to win the next one. Thank you for helping me discover who I am. It's typical anime fanfare. I just didn't mind because it was done so in a way that was enjoyable in terms of animation and the different powers everyone had in between. But I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum, right? If you like it and you enjoy it, that's cool. I won't take that away from you. I don't like to play the game of like, you like that? There's way better anime to watch. Like this and this and this and that. Right? There's anime for everyone. I'm just trying to pointing out the things that I liked about it and the things that kind of like yawn. I'm not going to write me a yawn song because I yawn from it. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Hold on. I might be. It's a. Oh, cool. It was a maze. A little puzzle. Good thing puzzles are easy. Good thing I'm really good at video games. Otherwise, this could have been a disaster. Now to get that one up there. Time for me to take my prize. Now, how am I going to get to you? How am I going to get to you? Todoroki-kun. I remember your girl, Dinosaur Girl, Lexi. My girl? Dinosaur Girl? What? Can I help you? Had a moment where she erased the mention of it because the grass girl had her moment and got fucked up basically because she's a girl. Dinosaur Girl.
What?
Grass girl had her moment? Grass girl? Are you referring to the Toad girl? The one with the long tongue who's like ribbit, ribbit, all that? I haven't seen her fight. I've only seen Gravity Girl fight. And she fought Bakugan and almost beat him. And barely lost. But in the group tournament, before that, in the group battle, she's also the one who helped her team win. When her and Murukti or whatever beat Super School Pride guy with the jet calves. Do I happen to read comics? Absolutely. Jessimus 92. Dr. Stone is still reading the manga. My thing is that it's so hard to watch everything, right? Like, there's so many good shows out. I haven't watched Ozark yet. I'm catching up on Archer. I'm watching wrestling. There's a New Japan Cup one. I finally finished Cobra Kai. I gotta finish the last season of BoJack Horseman. And I haven't watched anime in a good year. But last year I was watching a ton of anime. Now I haven't watched any. It's just hard to consume that much content. You know? There was another recent anime that was so gorgeous. An anime is like from season ago about slaying demons. Shrug? I don't know, dog. Girl whose hair is roots determined she's got mop for no reason. Oh, just stomped.
Fuck yeah, anime.
What's up, man? What's the last anime you watched?
Good question.
Right?
Space Dandy. That was the last one I watched.
Space Dandy?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Sounds good.
It's pretty, it was charming. It was the most, I don't know, it had a lot of character to it. It was very wild and wacky. And I usually don't like stuff like that in anime, because it's never really that funny or interesting, but it was really good.
I was just talking about how much anime I haven't watched this year versus last year, and the funny thing is, instead of wanting to go back to Crunchyroll and find new stuff, I find myself wanting to go on a Hulu or whatever and just watch Gundam Wing again. I think I mentioned that last week. I want to go back and rewatch Gundam Wing, to be honest.
I do remember you saying that.
Yeah.
You should watch G Gundam. I
G
think it was
Gundam?
the one right before. Yeah, it's the Gundam right before Wing.
Oh, yeah, because there's G Gundam, Gundam W, and then there's like the Gundam, 1099, something like that? 2099? I think it has four numbers.
I think it's double O. Yeah, it's like 008 something.
Space Dandy is the Cowboy Bebop maker? It is?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's dope. It's like a recent project?
A couple years ago. Actually, no. I think it's the early 2000s.
2014?
Yeah, there you go.
One Piece? Yeah, I'm with you. Like, Dragon Ball's like my one guilty pleasure, watching large serial number, like 4,000 episodes. I can't do the whole Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, Boruto. I can't do all that. It's too much. I need like 2 seasons, 20 episodes total.
One Piece is a lot of fun, but there's a lot. Like, if you start now, you have to like watch a couple episodes every day to like try to catch up.
I think I remember reading somewhere like a Engadget article, something like that says like if you want to catch One Piece, you have to watch it like every single day for half a year. literally to catch up.
Yeah. There's like 900 something episodes now, in the Japanese dub.
It's like going and trying to watch the entire history of SpongeBob.
It makes
See,
me.
Reem, that's what you fucked up at. Subs? Nah.
Oh, that's conversation again.
Especially since I have 2 monitors here and I watch it on my other one, and like sometimes I'll do stuff on my other one. I can't have that sub stuff.
It makes me wonder by comparison how many episodes Dragon Ball has across. Well, let's just ignore GT. Even numbers from Dragon Ball. I wonder how long Z last into Super.
He was like a few hundred and something
200?
episodes. It's 230 something, if I remember right. I would not watch dubs. I mean, you watch cartoons and you watch live action shows. We're not in the 90s anymore, early 2000s. So that stigma's kind of, that's dead.
This is where Riggs
I
and
know
I differ.
I know people like this bring up that point, but I mean, you got really good English voice actors out there now that have been doing it for a long time for that reason.
So Dragon Ball across Z, GT, and Super is still half the amount of One Piece? Jesus Christ. 931.
That's nuts.
291, damn.
How long are the episodes?
For Dragon Ball?
For One Piece.
They're like 20 something minutes.
If I was going to watch an
That's not
anime
too
series right now, I'd want one that is like kind of like the way Law and Order works, right? Like I like Ghost in the Shell, Psychopaths, Steins Gate. I like those deep dive stories that take place over a short 2-3 season thing. I've had my fill of watching people be goofy, fighting, fall face flat, and power up over the course of 200 episodes. I don't hate it. It's just I've watched a ton of that.
Watch Death Parade. You heard of that?
Death Parade?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I don't watch a lot of anime anymore, but of all the newer stuff I watched, that was probably my favorite. It's like next to no fighting in it at all. And there's like none of that.
Got Monte's attention.
It's like 12 episodes too. It's like 12 or 10.
Death Parade. Let me take a look at this.
And it has a godlike intro theme.
2015. Psychological thriller. Around 8.2 out of 10 across 3 different websites. Alright, I'll bookmark it. Oh, it's on Hulu. Bet. Doro Hidoro?
I've heard of that. Someone tried to get me to watch that. I was like, they got it in dub? They were like, nope. I'm like, not watching it.
The way you presented it. You got it in dub?
Said, nope, I'm out. Not watching it.
This is why I enjoy Riggs. There's a lot of things we agree on, a lot of things we disagree on. That's one of them. Like I like Dragon Ball in both. Like it depends on the character. Like I know, for example, you hate the Japanese voice for Goku. That shrill, that whereas like I love it, but I also
Grown man.
I love that.
I'm just like, I can't take this serious anymore. Like, he's powering up against Frieza, goes Super Saiyan for the first time, but it sounds like a comedy. I can't get down with that.
I do like Vegeta's U.S. voice more than his Japanese voice, though. Free.
Oh yeah, Christopher Sabat, godlike.
It is godlike. It really
Does
is simple.
Piccolo too.
What?
He does Piccolo too.
He does?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
I hope they pay him extra.
Until they redubbed Z, Chris Sabat did a lot of voices. I think he did Raccoon too, and I think Tien. He did a lot of voices, and they finally changed it when they did what was it called? Guy.
And Tien had like 5 lines, which is like, "I'll go with you." No, I can't. And the sound of getting bodied, and that's it.
And Chaozu.
Man, fuck Chaozu.
Chaozu.
Yeah, some cute gays was beautiful. That guy's incredibly nice. Who? The Vegeta voice guy? That's another thing too, is the music differentiates. And one thing that's beautiful, and Riggs knows this, Bruce Falconer.
Falconer soundtrack is just
Bars.
It's so unfortunate that him and Funimation, I think it was, they had a falling out. So
Right?
They'll never use any of his music again.
I've seen YouTube videos where they take moments in newer stuff, like in the Resurrection F.
Yeah, and they put Falconer
Yes!
music on it. It's tight.
After Goku gets bodied and Vegeta's like, "Oh, you didn't know? I'm Super Saiyan Blue too." And they start playing that theme. I'm like, this is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh.
it's-
Made it so much more powerful. Don't even dream of resurrecting again. I'm like, oh, you dumb shitter.
One of my friends watched Dragon Ball for the first time like about a year ago, and he watched it with Kai. So a lot of the stuff was cut out, and all the music is redone. So he doesn't know any of the Falconer score. We like gave him a bunch of shit because of it. I'm like, well, like you don't. We're like, you didn't even watch Dragon Ball. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't have this conversation with you.
I don't
You
understand.
watched Kai.
Kai.
I like eliminated a lot of the filler.
Who asked? You know what I mean? Like, who asked?
Like, nah, I don't know. Just trying to keep Dragon Ball going.
You got super shit. You even got a Brawly film. The real Brawly, not this bio Brawly stuff.
Love Bio Brawly.
You don't mean that.
Nope. Hate regular Brawly.
You like new Brawly though.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna go lurk in bed?
It's
Lurk hard.
one of the best films I've ever seen in theater.
I was so mad that I missed out when it came out in theaters. Like, I had forgotten about it completely.
I think we showed it for like a week here or something. It was supposed to be one day, and then I went on that day, and the theater was so many people in the lobby, and it sold out. So they extended it for like the rest of the week because it was that popular.
We aren't big enough to have it, so the closest place has been Ann Arbor, which I was willing to drive to. I'm like 45 minutes away. It's like, whatever. I'll do that, but Cleveland boys lucked out.
Okay, bye, Reem. Just gonna leave when I get here.
Yikes. Bye, Reem. Oh.
I have it. Is there a point?
YOLO.
Such a cool game.
It's beautiful. Reminds me of Journey. Oh. Thanks. That damn bird's back.
What's going on?
That bird is petty as hell.
Oh, now it's an eel. Is this me yet, or I haven't bothered moving?
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
It is me. I don't think it is. It's not. This game did remind me that I want to play Gravity Rush because I haven't played that yet either.
My only experience with that game is the character representing Cat in Fake Smash.
You said your one experience was Cat and Fake Smash?
Yeah, the name of the character that he plays. PlayStation All-Stars, they put her in that.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I think she was DLC.
Weren't they working on a sequel to that?
There was rumors like a year or two ago that they was gonna show it, but who knows?
I remember when that came out, and I was watching Wednesday Night Fights, and they tried so hard to make it a thing for like 2 months.
I remember there was I think it was Evo 2012 or 11. They showed it on stage and everyone booed it.
What?
Mark Man's up on the stage trying to like save face, like talk positive about it while it's getting booed.
Damn, that's rough. Tough even.
I don't know about that shit. PlayStation All-Stars, like, it wasn't very good, but I mean, it wasn't like a fundamentally broken game. It somewhat accomplished what it was trying to do. I had some fun with it. Like, it wasn't god awful.
I wonder what eel symbolism is. I don't know. There were different shadows figures chasing her, right? The bird and the eel. I don't know if the animals themselves represent different points, like different bouts of depression or different struggles, or if it's just a matter that the weight of the feeling of depression where it feels like you're drowning, the creature that just happens to hunt you the most is the eel versus something cliche like a shark. Hayden Cydia.
Yeah, what happened to Hayden Wood?
I was just getting ready to say I want to check on him. I was going to do that a few days ago because I haven't heard anything out of him.
I saw him, our old group, he randomly left it out of nowhere, like, alerted all of you.
Yeah. I messaged him there and said, okay. Forgot about this.
You got a girlfriend. Lost another one, boys.
See, the thing is, like, I think there's something else mechanically that happens when you leave a group. I don't know if it's just you have to voluntarily leave, or if maybe you delete your Discord profile if it removes you from all groups.
I don't think it... Did he delete it?
Why would he go out of his way to just remove himself from a chat that isn't even active? What would be the point?
Right. Yeah, I think he did. Like, yeah. He doesn't have a profile anymore.
I was going to say, he's not proactive enough to say, you know what, I'm going to remove myself from this profile. It's not very Haydenwood, you know? Haydenwood's more like
no.
Key.
He's still there. He still has a profile, yeah.
Cleaning up DMs? You think our DMs got him in trouble or could get him in trouble? We didn't say anything. Did we say something?
Aeson has a new girlfriend like every month.
Damn. Just Google things, I guess.
It's because Aeson's seasoned.
I've seen Aeson's cooking. Ain't nothing seasoned about him. The spiritual center eel. Oh, it's actually a significance to the eel, Reem? Did you find that in bed? Endurance and perseverance, the eel only move forward. Appears in times of trouble. If that was the case, shouldn't the eel be helping us rather than chasing us? My DMs aren't even that cluttered, but it makes sense to classify everything. Yeah, I haven't closed any of my Discord DMs or messages. They're all just there.
Act up, yeah.
I haven't bothered. I finally organized my Discord, servers. I actually use groups now, like, business, just emotes only, game servers for like, I'm still part of a TVC server just in case. Love that game. Does make it easier to navigate. I just closed the one from that. Give you guy who kept messaging me from a million years ago. Remember when I asked you for advice? I do remember that, actually. Yes. Damn. I'm sorry you had to revisit that. The eel will make good use of troubled waters, find his food, grow in strength, prosper, and set out the storm is past. See, the thing is, if we're being chased by the eel in the game, is the eel a manifestation of our own thoughts and feelings in the way we should be acting? Because I don't think it's...
I like it.
Oh, God, Jesus! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Yeah?
Okay.
So those that's true. So this game is basically Silent Hill.
Dog.
Well, two at least.
That cannot happen.
It's a cartoon eel.
You're a cartoon eel. You talk to me.
You're alright.
It was dark, dude. It came out of nowhere. Tortoise pal. Gang gang. This is like a marvel.
In like a general perspective, I think that's basically what it's symbolizing. But I don't know if there's like more of a backstory to this game, or it's all just symbolism. I almost said symbology.
There's been no text whatsoever. It's been all symbolism. I'm sure we're meant to draw our own conclusions, but I'm sure there's a definite conclusion, obviously, that the maker was going for. I've been trying to piece it together as I've gone along based on the images that I've seen from the statues and the Inuk Suite, the animals, the points, the achievements, the 5 stages, especially depression and heading towards acceptance and that kind of thing. Because I wasn't focused, Shishk, okay? I was talking to my homeboys, Paul and Riggs, and just swimming around the dark water and depths and just enjoying life. And then eel out of nowhere, chomp. You can't do that. And then start playing some Philip Glass music. Yeah, the turtle did pull us out of deep depression and sadness. You're right. Right, we're about to be swallowed up by it.
Yeah, man, can't wait for horror month.
You know, here's the thing.
Not this month?
Don't cap.
Oh,
Well,
no,
Just let
man,
it go.
we'll
We'll
get it one day.
I have observation, and I was gonna play it, but I have 13 too. Cause keep in mind, it was 2 nights ago where I gave everyone the option of what do I play next. Is it gonna be Gris, observation, or Necrobarista? And people chose Gris.
Oh, they're gonna say people chose 13 too. I was like, yeah, that's pretty horror inclined. 13 too.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I chose that.
I really like
The best thing happening to you is that game fucking up. You just don't know it.
I just
Or
want,
whatever happened to it.
I just want to get through it so I can get the lightning returns.
I told you I never finished that game, right?
No,
I didn't like that game.
no one
Which
that
one?
I've met has liked it. 13 too.
Lightning Returns is fire. That game is not. Alright, Lightning Returns is fire. It's a nice heat.
Whoa, fire.
I wouldn't say
Final
fire.
Fantasy 7 Remake is fire.
Oh, was that game where you were like,
Lightning Returns is
this
not
game
fire.
is art?
Lightning Returns is a cool game. This is people just didn't give it a chance. It's not the best game ever, but I thought it was pretty cool. Nah,
Irene.
13-2. I don't know, bro.
You said it was art.
What, me?
No, shit.
No, I said Pathologic was art, sir.
Oh, I'm getting confused then.
Yeah, you are. You better be
What?
quiet. Putting those words in my mouth.
What this observation game is this? I've never seen this before.
It looks like Spooky
It's
Tacoma.
really good. It's
Oh,
not.
so is it just like Outlast, but in space you just run from stuff?
I don't think you do any rubbing. I think the
No.
part is that
No, it's made by the people who did Her Story, and you know Hal from like
Space
that
Odyssey.
was
Space
that movie?
Odyssey.
Yeah, you basically kind of play a role like that, and you observe these astronauts in like a space station after an event, and you're kind of like watching them as they go about like their survival after the events of their catastrophe.
So it's like watching a bunch of like their scripted stuff, and you're kind of like,
Yeah, you're
Oh,
like
it's a horror
watching
element.
through cameras and space stations like that. It's very similar to Her Story, in which you watch those films out of order to kind of piece the story together.
I think it's less horror, more psychological mind dismemberment in terms of the things that you're forced to watch, and then the feeling that you can't do anything except for watch, and the bad things that happen to
Night
them.
Trap.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a description for
that's-
observation.
That's about
No, thank you.
A little
that's about the
reductionist.
closest we'll get to horror month in here, at least.
Sorry, dog.
It's okay, man. It's not your fault.
You don't mean that.
It's just the way you were raised.
Hey, I had a chance to play the brand new Amnesia, thanks to my good friend Riggs, but guess it's not coming to fruition.
Oh, did they contact you?
No.
Oh, okay.
They added me to their friends list, and I was waiting to get that DM so I could politely decline it, but I think they read the temperature of the room and figured it out.
Man, you
If
wouldn't.
you would have
wouldn't-
declined, you would have been
Bro.
the softest
Oh,
fucking cotton swab on the planet.
Imagine me given an opportunity and just like, nah, bro, I'm too bussy for that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I know my limitations. That's where it ends, right there.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry I'm not built like you two. You two are champions, and I'm not. I'm sorry.
I'm not built like anything. I'm built like money and publicity. That's what I'm built like.
What?
This is the new esports Riggs talking. Ignore him.
Oh, I was like, are you on like the cover of a sports magazine now?
Nah, he's just big-headed.
Saying
now.
they were like, it was a promotion thing. Like he would have got the game early and something else.
Yeah,
And,
dude, you
they
would have
just-
put your face in him like, look, Okaydrian is playing our spooky game. And only he can play
Retweet,
it.
money, game, nightmares. These are a few of my favorite things.
Yeah,
Would
man,
have
sell
been in the
yourself.
credits.
You would have been in the credits as like one of those dumbass content creators.
Early game tester.
Our thanks go to content creators such as Okaydrian.
I'm not a content creator. I'm a streamer.
Yeah, okay. You tell yourself that, bro.
All right, Mr. Handheld, fucking YouTube videos.
I haven't uploaded one of those in... Oof.
Did you upload some though?
Tough to remember.
All right, bet.
There's an Amnesia sequel, unfortunately.
Who even wanted one?
You?
No, I don't care for that game. That game is one of the reasons I don't like survival horror today.
So you don't like games like Phasmophobia?
Phasmophobia is a different experience because I'm playing with my friends and I play in VR, so it's not the same.
Oh, we had that conversation
Ooh.
on Discord.
I've been tempted to try it in VR, but then again, I don't have goggles. So
Don't worry, man. You can just make your own.
really?
Come on, buddy.
That was like a half joke, but yeah, you could technically make your own. Yeah, like someone asked me how playing Phasmophobia is, and I was like, "Are you gonna play it in VR and desktop?" And they're like, "Desktop." I was like, "Look, there are some people who play it in desktop, and honestly, I feel like they're either selling it or they're just really into it. Because the Kemi and her friends played on desktop, and I played with them, and they loved every minute of it, and they're freaking out. I'm like, I don't understand how me, the guy in VR, has it more together than you playing on a desktop, because it's a completely different feeling. It is completely different.
Different strokes, dog.
I guess, but I wouldn't like that game as much as I do if I played on desktop. I'd be like, this is eh.
So I'm sorry, wait, your only experience has been on VR?
I played it on VR mostly, and then I played on desktop like 2 rounds or so. And after playing on desktop, I was like, yeah, I can't do this. If I play this game, I have to play it in VR.
Must be nice.
And it forces you to move really slow in VR too, right?
I think so, something like that. That game is also the one game where if I play in VR, it really hits my body. Like I don't feel good after a while when I play it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Turning into a real ace on Kia.
How am I turning into an Ace on Kia? I hope not. I don't want to be anything like Ace on. Fuck.
Just nothing but porterhouse steaks and Half-Life Alex and your Kobe beef.
I did have Wagyu steak that one time.
I know, we didn't hear the end of it.
Dude, it was pretty amazing. It was my first time, and I was like, wow, this is why everyone talks about it.
You became one of them.
No, I can't afford to be like blowing that much money on stupid ass steak cuts.
At least not every week.
Nah, like ever. But it was definitely tasty. Holy shit.
Send me one.
Dude, I'll watch, dude. One day we have dinner. On me. You buy what you want. Order what you want. And when the girl comes in, I'm like, get him another one right now.
Order me a submarine.
I assume the waitress would be, or I assume the, whatever. Anyway.
Sick. I know, right, Riggs?
Look, it's a work in progress, right?
That's the one thing about the streaming community is that it's just Kebab and Riggs that I knew in 2016 and 2017 are not the same ones that I know now.
Oh yeah, I'm jaded AF, bro. You can put a bullet in my head.
All right.
It's alright, bro.
Controls kind of booty. I can see nicely being streamlined in VR. What, in fast?
Yeah, I think he was talking about Phasmophobia.
Oh, that's cool.
You
I
guys
played
play
it.
that?
I do when someone invites me, cause I only want to pull out the headset if like I don't know, I'm really feeling it. If someone invites me, I'll totally do it. Like I think last weekend I played with the Kemi and her friends. Weekend before that, I played with Gay Ginger and their friends. And Gay Ginger has like 70 hours in that game. I was like, you're insane. And he's like, they're like, yeah, I love this game, but I could tell.
Aren't there only like 6 locations?
I don't know.
And
It's
2 of
very
them-
limited.
What's that?
I think there's like 2 small houses, a farmhouse, a high school, an asylum. And I think that's all I know. So 5, I don't know.
But the like spirits or ghosts can be different, and so it mixes it up a lot.
Yeah, and like their
And with the
locations and
people
stuff like
too.
that.
Yeah.
Like in the small amount of time I've played, every experience has been relatively different and really interesting. And the kind of stuff that goes down, and me laughing as people die, and then me laughing as I die.
So laughing.
I mean, it's freaky at first, but then you just laugh about it.
I'm not scared.
I think I'd rather just play No Man's Sky.
So you can be bored in space,
Yeah.
I guess.
I spend enough time being bored on Earth, why not be bored in space too?
I don't know why people play that game.
There's a lot of stuff to do in it now.
I don't think so.
Probably the same reason why people think we can colonize the moon first.
Yeah, as I understand it, it's liked because of how streamlined it is and seamless it is to go from planet to navigation, and differences in the planet and how different they are when you land on each one is kind of beating, not to an entire degree, but it's kind of beating Star Citizen to the punch of space navigation. It's just Star Citizen's vast emptiness, where No Man's Sky is taking their emptiness and filling it with things on a smaller scale.
When
I
I,
also I got a new update too, like a couple months ago, like a big one.
And
when I
Star
looked
Citizen.
into what you do in that game, it seems like ultimately there's just a bunch of tools with nothing to really do with them. Like all you're really doing is collecting data on fauna and flora, and base building is the biggest thing they implemented in terms of player activities, but for what purpose are you base building? I don't know. Like I remember I saw an update that was like everyone gets a mech suit, and you can call down your mech suit from your spaceship if you have like a carrier. So I'm like, okay, cool. What do you do with the mech suit? Do you fight aliens or something? I don't know. Is there like some kind of game mode where you fight hordes of aliens? No, you just walk around the mech suit. Like that's fantastic, I guess. A mech suit I get to walk around in.
It's just because it's been in development for so long that they forgot how to develop story-based stuff.
Ultimately, I guess what I'm trying to get at is that although they keep adding stuff for players to interact with and stuff like that, the gameplay loop is still bare. Like there is no gameplay loop other than looking at stuff and flying to the next planet and looking at stuff and flying to the next planet and on the way collecting resources and all that stuff. But
Yeah, so it's here, one of the expansions that came out earlier this year. Abandoned starships with interiors and generated procedurally, containing alien-infested rooms that players can fight through and find resources. I thought there was another one too.
I wonder if you do that
Yeah,
in your
there's another
exosuit.
one as well. Probably.
Man, now I really am curious about what Star Citizen is doing lately.
bro, that place is. I backed that project back in 2012 or 13, and it's still in whatever alpha, I don't know. And to put in perspective, it was my freshman year of college. Since then, I went through university, I got my degree, I got my first job, I'm about to get my first promotion of my career,
Congratulations.
and in all that time, nothing has come out of that project whatsoever.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing.
No, I would 100% say nothing, bro.
I mean,
There's
most of
still-
their stuff is going to be procedurally generated. But they've been working on that tech. For,
They
like, a
don't
really
have
long
like
time.
a functional system for so many game systems they've had planned. They're still restricted to single solar system. Their single player campaign, which was supposed to come out, I don't remember when, keeps getting pushed back. The procedural player driven universe or whatever, persistent universe, is still who knows how far away, because they still can't get their gameplay systems down. The game's riddled with bugs. And
I think
it's
they canceled that. The single player, didn't they?
no, it's still being planned.
Yeah, I guess it's not out yet.
and then as of within the last year, it is officially the most expensive gaming project in the history of this industry. I think it's $500 million now.
But if it lasts as long as WoW, wouldn't it be, you know, worth it?
What I'm telling you is that with that much invested in it and so little to show for it, there's something very fucking wrong going on with whatever's going on in that company. You're talking a game that's more expensive than like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Shenmue.
Halo, Shenmue, yes. Like at this point, it's not even a discussion about is it a good game, is it a bad game. I'm talking about like this is actually inexcusable. Whoever is like running project management or like leading dev teams and making decisions must absolutely go or be fired because that is just an irresponsible waste of money.
You definitely sound like you're getting a promotion.
You're talking about like a project that's lasted almost a decade now, I think.
This is the project manager over here.
There have been other games that are much smaller scale that have taken about the same time.
Yeah, and that's another point that people are making now, is that we're probably likely going to see a studio that will come close to Star Citizen's vision and do it better than them because of the technological leap in that decade than Star Citizen itself.
Oh, because they have to keep up with the tech.
Yeah. To me, all of that doesn't disappoint me as much as having played it probably, 2.5, 3 years ago, and being hypnotized about the visions of what seems possible. You know, the deceit of when you play it and go, man, if only this, if only that. You see what could be happening in the game. And I feel bad for the ones who have been hanging on to this game for so long and then keep playing and then keep believing in it and keep wanting the dream to be fulfilled.
I check in about it like
250 backers, over 500 backers. I wonder what they're feeling like.
I check in on it like once a year, and sometimes I read dudes who are like, "Bro, I got married and I have a family now. This game is out." Like, holy shit, dude.
I'm about to have kids, and this game is gonna be.
Or like my kid is about to graduate college, and this game isn't out. Like, fuck, I can't even imagine.
I
When
imagine
did
that.
it get announced? Oh, sorry, good.
No, since I was following up what you said about wonder how they feel. I'm assuming that some are still punch drunk and they just like, you know, they're passionate probably still. Like, you know, one day our day will come. You know what I mean? When you get really hypnotized by a game.
I don't know. They're pretty antsy recently because people are starting getting kind of restless about it, and like a lot of questions are being asked. It's like, when the fuck is this actually gonna happen at this point? Because they haven't shown anything worthwhile in a long time, and a lot of the demos, quote unquote demos, that they would show in the older conventions and stuff like that, kind of like their big annual one. Like people just realize that all this is scripted stuff, and none of this is actually programmed or feasible within the scope of their engine. Like I think 2 years ago they were like, look, they're on a desert planet and there's a giant sandworm and everything. Oh, none of that's actually going to be in the game.
That poor fucking sandworm home.
And I think they even said that like we actually don't know where the files for the sandworm are anymore. We lost them because it was never intended to be in the game.
You can't be serious.
I'm serious, dude.
Yeah.
It was literally just a promotional like video clip that was completely scripted and be like, look, this is what could happen in our game. Like, cool, fantastic shit.
Delamode.
And like another thing is Elite Dangerous, which is the closest thing to its competitor.
Yeah.
Is actually a very well-made game, but doesn't have a scope or make anywhere as near as big technological leaps as Star Citizen. But it slowly, in paces, expand and kind of do things that people wish Star Citizen would do, albeit very slowly. And recently they announced that their next expansion that's going to come out, I think within a couple months, you're going to be able to leave your spaceship.
Oh shit. That's
Yeah. So like in the time that Star Citizen has been developed, Elite Dangerous went from being just a massive empty universe where you could only fly a spaceship to a massive empty universe which had like events going on that players could partake in, and you could then get out of your spaceship and land it on uh, orbital bodies without atmospheres, so like moons and asteroids and stuff like that, to then adding co-op, so you could then fly those spaceships and get out of your spaceship in little like rovers and stuff like that with a friend, to then adding carriers, so you could now own a carrier and have basically a fleet of ships that you could then have share with your friend and all that, or whatever, whoever org mates, and jump to different points of the universe, to now being able to land on a planet and all that stuff with your friend and your carrier, blah blah blah, and leave your spaceship, and it has FPS elements.
Took them 6 years to get out of that damn ship.
Oh yeah, it did, but they did it. Meanwhile, Star Citizen is still telling you all its promises at a whole 8 frames per second.
Yeah. Have you seen a new Babbage?
You talking about the food YouTube channel?
No, New Babbage. The city.
Oh, you're talking about the giant? Is that the space station?
No. It's a city that's on the planet.
No. The last thing I remember doing was going to that city on that red planet that's very far away.
Oh yeah, I forget what that one's called.
Is it Hurston?
Yeah, but it's Hurston.
Okay, yeah. I went there. That was pretty cool. But again, it's like, okay, can we have a game now? No, but okay.
The Calico Chameleon? Never heard of it. Oh, bitch.
Legal Chameleon.
Yeah, I don't.
That's supposed to be a.
Is that not a console?
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be a console.
Calico.
Yeah,
has
that was
some
a
Calico
console,
Vision?
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like as in their back kind of thing? And try to be back?
I guess so. I remember hearing about it a long time ago. It's probably not even a thing anymore.
I guess not.
Oh, Star System's 2012? I thought it was 2010.
The project started taking funding around 2012, I believe, but he had privately been working on it years prior.
Yeah, pre-production 2010, production started in 2011, game was announced in 2012.
Oh, the ice planet. Yes, I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the interior's really pretty.
So, same year Cyberpunk got announced. That's actually coming out.
I don't know if I'll play that game.
I've talked to a few different friends, and we all have the same kind of feeling about that too. Which is, maybe.
I don't think that
100%.
game is going to be what I had expected of it, because I don't know. I can't form an opinion on it because I don't really know anything about it. But what I've seen of it and what I thought would be a long time ago is not what I imagined, and it feels like it's at this point it's maybe through a funding or changes in direction, because this game has been developing for 10 years. Things are going to change. I feel like it's kind of been watered down to or I shouldn't say watered down, but maybe I'll just use a synonym. But maybe they had a very grandiose idea of what it would be, and eventually it diluted itself to a point where they're like, okay, this is feasible. And what they decided on was what to me seems like a very futuristic cyberpunky GTA 5. That's what it looks like to me. It feels like if you were to make a very well done mod of GTA 5.
What
But-
Cyberpunk looks
First
like?
Yeah.
game's gonna be not like GTA in terms of like gameplay and mission structure and stuff like that. Maybe like the open world part, sure, yeah, but that's like the grander scheme of what these games are like. Open world.
I get you, but that's why I'm not like really throwing any punches at it, because I don't know much about the game. I haven't seen too much about the game. I've not played the game, so it might be great, and I might be eating my words right now, but we'll see.
I was talking to a friend about this, and I don't think there's any chance it'll be a bad game or an average game. But due to the hype surrounding it, the marketing, the promises, the streamers, the E3, the amount of years working on it, CD Projekt Red, I don't feel like it can be anything less than great. Like, it can't be a good game with the amount of touting that it's done, the amount of hope, and the amount of the showcases and the Keanu Reeves. Like, it has to be a home run swing game of the decade contender. It can be a good game, and I'll be like, okay, you know what, yeah. But the hype surrounding it has just become this event, almost like anything's announced about it. It stops time in gaming whenever it's like, hey, Cyberpunk news. It becomes, and I'm worried about that. I don't think
I just think that
So I remember when they released the first like in-game gameplay. It was like a 45-minute thing. It was like 2 years ago. I literally stopped what I was doing and sat there and watched the entire thing.
I just think people who are looking for like a really cyberpunk influence game, and they're expecting something like Blade Runner or The Fifth Element, you're not gonna get it. I think what you're gonna find is something more like a Dread kind of thing. I feel like that's what it'll end up being, a lot like Dread.
Judge Dredd?
Yeah.
Like the movie? What, like?
The universe, the comic book universe.
Okay.
Without, well, okay, I should say within the scope of like Mega City 1 or whatever, not like, the whole thing going out in space and stuff like that. But you won't get anything as like futuristic and cyber techy like things you would like, the opening wide shots of Blade Runner and looking at Los Angeles in the future and all that stuff with the high-rise buildings or anything like that. Like, I don't think you'll get stuff like that. Like flying cars.
I think you like might want to check out some some of the stuff they put out, because that's kind of what you are getting in that Night City.
The stuff I've seen, it seems like kinda like a cyberpunky Los Angeles with the high rise. Like, it feels like if I went to downtown Miami and everything was suddenly like neon lights and kind of like, okay, I get it. But then the moment you leave the city, it's like all desert. I'm like, this just looks like the California desert, kind of like in GTA.
Oh yeah, you can leave the city, but
which, to be fair,
I don't know how big it is out there. But
I don't know.
I know the city is like they released the full map like the other week, or maybe it was leaked, but you can look at the entire map and it's pretty big and it's a lot of city.
Calico Chameleon.
Nuclear console was complete and mass business month clipping attractive communications surrounding the one times being transparent body to see if you capture card roommate. Never heard about it. You got one on the low?
Probably made it himself.
Nintendo.
Or themselves, I should say.
I don't remember hearing about that. That's crazy.
I kind of
someone do
remember
that?
it. That's why I was like, isn't that? Oh, yeah.
Have they said how big the cyberpunk world is going to be in comparison to Witcher 3?
Oh, it's definitely gonna be dwarfed by Witcher 3.
Yeah, they said that it's not going to be as big as Witcher 3, but however, it's going to feel bigger because they're not going to have like big land masses of like grass in between. We have a little town here, all spaced out between like riding your horse through, grass and all that, and foresty areas. Everything's gonna be like condensed and stacked on top of each other, kind of like how Shish was explaining, like Blade Runner type of buildings and fields.
Yeah, so they're basically trading real estate for density of content.
And I worry about density because when I look at gameplay of that, game, I see so many buildings and I wonder about interior development because a lot of the gameplay trailers that I've seen have interior sequences take place in addition to like marketplaces. And I wonder if the density they're going for is the ability to almost walk into any apartment that you see, a lot of open landing spots and what do you call
I
them?
don't think
Heliport
so.
pads, maybe?
I wouldn't. I don't think so.
Like I said, keep that out. There's a lot of material out there now, and most of it now is in-game stuff. Like, yeah, from what we've seen, like, yeah, we should be led to believe that that's what they're doing.
Well, like rendering and populating interiors of entire floors of buildings and stuff like that, I doubt it. I mean, I understand like interiors of buildings for like services and stuff like that and storylines and all that. But I mean, if I were to go like a high-rise building, it's like 300 floors. It's not like every floor is gonna be a floor I can visit and like talk to people. And,
Oh,
no,
probably not.
no.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's unrealistic. But I don't know how big the verticality is too. I guess I'm looking more at the fact that there are a lot of landing spots too. So as you're navigating the upper areas and walking through catwalks and going from top floor to middle floor, will there be some openings to just kind of navigate through to give it a sense of depth? Even if you can't do a lot with it.
If there's anything that concerns me about this game though, is something I've always felt about this studio, that the one thing they're weak at, they're great at visuals, they're great at their storytelling, they're great at their world design, their sound design is great. The one thing I never like about this studio is their combat. I've never liked any of their combat.
Oh.
Nope. I think the studio doesn't know how to do combat.
You're just saying words now.
One of my friends had that same gripe too, same exact one you have, and he was also like, because he hasn't seen that much either, but he was like, from what I've seen, like it reminds me of like a Fallout or something like their games, the Bethesda games, where everything else is really good, but the combat and like gunplay isn't as tight.
Yep.
And I was like, that's fair to assume.
And not only are they not that great at combat, in my opinion, they got better from Witcher 1 to 3. Definitely way better improvement. It still wasn't there for me personally. Maybe for other people, because they saw the combat as a means to. So like The Witcher 3, I think most people didn't play The Witcher 3 for the combat. They played it for like the role playing, the exploration, the story, and all that. So you can give the combat a passing grade because the combat is a means to experiencing the story of being Geralt of Rivia and stuff like that. Fair. That's 100% fair to me. If you didn't play that game for combat and you enjoyed it, more power to you. For me, I don't know. I can't let that slip. But not only has their combat just been for me, but it's their first time doing an FPS or a shooter or whatever. And like, dude, some people subsidize those kind of elements of their games because they know their studios can't do it, and they'll actually give it to studios who do FPS work. And there's nothing that turns me off more than a gun that doesn't feel good or doesn't sound good. Like, there's nothing that turns me off more for playing a game, I should say.
More than aerial combat?
Okay, if your aerial combat's dog, I'm sorry. I want to turn on that game, yes. Like, it hurts playing Battlefield sometimes, and I'm in a plane, I'm just like, I really don't like this.
Oh my god. I tried after I bought it. God, I did not like the flying at all, because it's kind of like dumbed down a little bit. Like, it won't let you fully do what you want to do when you're
Yes,
flying.
it's dumbed down to make it as easy, as quote unquote easy to fly as possible. Easy. But I think it's a twofold thing. Yes, they want to make it easy, and also at the same time, you're flying an aircraft on a map that's to a scale that aircraft in reality would just blow past in seconds.
Yeah.
So you're flying an aircraft very, very slowly over the map.
I mean, all right, man. It's like 0.10 square miles of Iwo Jima.
Yeah, and that's what I'm telling you. It feels weird because it's not like flying a plane. It's kind of like a hovercraft. I don't know.
Maybe in Battlefield 17 on the PlayStation 7, we'll have our full-scale rendered model 1-to-1 ratio of combat.
Just imagine if we were playing Star Wars Squadrons. I'm like, all right, I'm coming in my X-wing. You're like, all right, dog, I got you in my A-wing. And we're all, meow, meow, and we were just like walking across Riggs's backyard. That's what flying in Battlefield feels like.
And after watching that game, kind of sad that we decided not to play it. It looks so fun.
Right?
All right, well, hold on, timeout.
Okay.
First of all, I don't remember I don't remember this being a group decision to play it. Second of all, Adrian, I remember you being hyped for it.
I mean, it was kind of, yeah, you're right. It wasn't really a group decision. It was basically if Adrian got it, then we'll get it.
Besides, did you not like Crash?
No, I love Crash. I love Crash, actually.
Okay, good. Because I honestly believe that would have been the better of the two.
I think that the biggest thing is that, like I was saying when I was streaming it, I'm not regularly a platform gamer. Like, I feel like I have strong gamer strengths, but my platforming skills are trash. And it wasn't until I started playing and that I started to familiarize myself with what it felt like to play a game like that and how difficult it is. And it was fun. It still is. I don't even like time trials, and I had fun doing time trials. Right? Like, I agree. If you had told me, Adrian, time trials are so great, I'd be like, shut up. No one likes time trials in any game.
Bro, I don't talk like that. What the fuck?
Verbatim is how you sound. But it's fun. It's genuinely fun to do time trials. For me.
Alright, Riggs. It supports VR. When do you want to do this?
Oh, you're talking about Squadron? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get it now.
Alright, never mind. Riggs doesn't have my 6
Wait.
anymore.
Way too late.
You're
You're 6?
Fox, come
Yeah.
on, buddy. I'm like, you're 6. Have your back. You're Iceman.
Yeah, I know what she means.
Does look neat though.
If I were to actually get, I wouldn't really see myself putting too much time into it. I don't really think there's anything that draws me to it.
No.
Nah. I remember loving it when I played it. Like, okay, not this, but when I played Battlefront 2 on my PSP, I loved the space battles. But I don't know. This game says it feels like there's just not enough to it. Like if you were really bite into it, sorry, what?
I was saying everything I saw about it was like the flying was actually like had like complexity to it, and they're saying like, yeah, you should probably play the tutorial and also recommend playing through a good portion of the single player to get yourself accustomed to the controls and how everything feels, which I thought was really surprising.
Yeah, I remember when I watched a video that describes how the game worked, at least back before the game came out. I don't know about now, I didn't follow the game. But it seemed very Elite Dangerous to me, except a little bit less emphasis on space, more on flying. Which is cool.
I think the pass that I give it is that for the price point, what it's releasing right now, I think the plan is to give it upgrades as time progresses, because they're talking about treating it the same way they do with Battlefield, which is doing it in seasons, right? So you complete across the campaign for a period of, I don't know, 4 or 6 weeks, and then if you do well, you get a special reward and trinket to put in your ship, and after that it's a new season, and when the new season begins, maybe you have new maps to go with, and maybe it's a game you don't want now, but it could be a game that you want in 6 months, you know?
I feel like it's priced the way it is, and it has as much, I guess I'll say, breadth to it as it does currently, because they knew they weren't going to pull in too many people. I don't think this was a game that's supposed to be big. I think it was just supposed to be for like a niche audience that they were like, this is probably something they'll like, and we'll probably pull in people.
Well, the focus is multiplayer anyway. The single player campaign is extremely short venture. It's just there. You know, usually you have a single player game and they commoditize it with like a multiplayer experience. It's the inverse.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were just targeting a specific crowd, like people who were like really into Star Wars, or people who just really want like a nice, comfy dogfighter kind of game. Because you can pull in like those flight sim nerds easily, like just dangle a piece of candy in front of them, like, whoa.
The mode has support on it. They'll buy it instantly.
Basically, dude,
Gotta use these sticks.
Yeah.
Which it has.
Like some people like finding that comfy medium where they're like, okay, I don't want something incredibly arcadey, but I don't want to go full sim and like it just hurt my head trying to get off the runway. So what do I play? Star Wars Squadrons. You got your multiplayer setup, you got your Star Wars setting, you can play with your ship systems, you can customize your aircraft, have at it, fam. And all for the price of $40 and not $300 of DLC for an F-22 Raptor. You know?
Don't you have a Thrustmaster 480 or whatever?
Bro, you wish I was thrustmasting. Again, I don't.
Surprising.
You have a Warhawk?
Well, I left it back in Miami, all that stuff.
Oh.
I was when what was it? Flight Simulator came out. Microsoft Flight Simulator came out, the new one.
Yeah.
I was actually about to, and then apparently the hype for that game was so crazy that every seller of like flight sims sold out immediately, gone. You couldn't buy one anywhere.
Do that. Oh god. I remember watching so many different setups where people would do like a, just a full physical layout of like a plane interior.
Yeah.
They must really non-stop been playing the Microsoft Flight Sim.
Yeah, those dudes are the dudes who will be in there all day playing like DCS or something. They'll even put a filter on their microphone to be as like not obnoxiously imperceivable as possible.
I feel bad because they don't get a lot. You have people who play nothing but the same games all year round, very competitive, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six kind of stuff, or maybe they play only arena battles with League and Dota, or just BRs. But the Flight Sim crowd, they're willing to invest with that kind of monetary stipend with it.
You'd be surprised how much those guys and girls, those people, do get. Because the way that whole area of gaming kind of works is that you kind of have a single platform that lasts several years. Because let's think about it. When was the last time Microsoft Flight Simulator came out, right? Prior to this one, it was like what, 2001 or something. And these games, instead of having progressive sequels and stuff like that, there are studios who make third-party modules for these games because they're platforms, right? All you need is the physics engine and the behavior of aircraft and things like that. And these studios will almost, I think in some cases, even license out an aircraft, and they will do their best to recreate that aircraft one-to-one digitally, and they will sell that recreation as a product. DCS is probably the biggest platform in this case for that, because that's a fighter-oriented flight sim, and they sell like incredibly well-made, almost one-to-one functional renditions of aircraft, military aircraft throughout the world from different nations, and they're very expensive. Some packs are a little less detailed and they're cheaper, and they've also been around for longer, so most people bought them, and so they're kind of like the packs that you'll buy if you want to get into those games. But newer packs are like massively expensive. Like I think the newest F-14 Tomcat or whatever is like $200 or $300 just for one aircraft, and they spent years making it too.
So is this to supplement that they have more content and games to play than what it seems, or what are you getting at?
I'm just saying, like you said, like, oh, I feel sorry for these guys because it seems like they don't really get much, and I'm
Right.
like, no, these guys do get a lot. It's just
Oh,
they
man,
don't
like
get
a plane
in the
at a
form
time
of
though. Is that enough?
what?
Like a plane at a time though. Is that enough?
For them, it is. Because once you have your plane, what do? You
Aren't
just
you then?
make whatever mission you want and stuff like that. People in the community. So while those dudes are developing planes, people in the communities are developing maps and missions and campaigns and stuff like that for fun, like a Counter-Strike map or something, right? Like
Or
back
like
in
Arma.
the mid 2000s. Like these guys live to get those aircraft because once you give them the aircraft, it's it's free reign. You do what you want with it. Taking it multiplayer, you take it to a campaign, whatever. I don't know. You want to take a selfie of yourself in it. I don't know. You want to brag to your mom that, look, mom, I'm flying an F-14D Tomcat in my, home, my man cave. And wife is like whacking tendies at you, like get to the kitchen table. The kids are hungry.
Aren't you these guys? Aren't you this people?
No, I'll know.
No.
Okay, maybe when I'm like 40 and I'm lonely, yes, I will be. But no, right currently, no.
If I had a high enough paying job, I probably would.
Yeah, that's expensive, dude. Like even right now, I managed to get the VR headset working with a racing game, and it's really fucking cool. And I'm like, playing this on a controller now feels like Garbo. Do I get the racing? I was like, no, I can't start doing this.
It's like when you upgrade from a 60 hertz to 144 for the first time. You can't go back.
That's actually fair though.
I feel like you could monetarily justify it based on allocation of time put into it. If you weren't playing anything else but that, then your money's not being funneled into $60 games, 60, 60, 60, 60 DLC. It's just that.
Mhm.
But then it's like, okay, I got the wheel. How about we get the pedals? Yeah. Okay, just the pedals. Okay, but what about that shock feedback 6 shift? Like, okay, all right, well, let's get the shift. Let's get the shift. Okay, you know what? The chair could be a racing chair. You think so? Yeah, it can be a racing chair. Okay, let's get the racing chair.
Hydraulic lifts. We'll put hydraulic lifts on it. What's funny is my dad, he works with those, and like they use the electromagnetic ones. I know I probably said this before, but I feel like he's the epitome of those kind of people, but he has it for his career.
Damn. Shout out to
Well,
Dad.
and yeah, shout out to Dad.
I once saw a video of a professional rally racer playing dirt rally,
Great game.
and the setup they had for this guy was insane. And not only that, but that guy was a beast. I'm like, holy. He actually on the video, he does a track like just to try it, and he beat the world record by 15 seconds for that track. That blew my mind. Like this man actually just dunked on everyone who plays this game.
That doesn't mean a whole lot though. I have a world record in Drive Club.
Yeah, I remember that. That's like the one thing I like. Okay, that's his trophy. If I ever had to put like a fridge, and I'm like, these are people in the classrooms moments. I'm like, this is Okaydrian's. He got the world record in Italy at night raining in the BMW like 500i or something. He got the world record for that.
That's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't you go
Finland.
back to it though, like a year later?
I still
and
had
you
it.
were-
I was scared because I went to the wrong map, but I eventually found it. It's like Finland,
Yeah.
nighttime, raining, stunt course, and only the BMW Z3i, and I'm still number 1. Suckers.
That's very specific.
I remember talking so much shit like, bro, you're garbage. He's like, shut the fuck up, shit. I actually watched this man do a 30-second track for 5 hours because he was actually getting better. I'm like, no way, I'm actually gonna eat my words. And he ends up getting the world record after like 8 hours. I'm like, why did I just watch this? But I was like, all right, you earned it. You earned it.
You were invested. You shared my success. Like, oh my God, you got it.
Dude, dude. I was like, if you, oh god, I remember the last turn too. I was like, bro, if you do this last turn wrong, it's over. It's over. And he did it right. I'm like, oh, he got the record. That's it. It's over. That's his name up there.
You know
That's
the best
boy.
part is that they shut down Drive Clubs. That's cemented. That's mine forever.
Oh man.
Those servers are gone.
But
What?
post-proof.
You know,
Servers are down, huh?
Yeah, man. Post that tastes like mocha, dude.
y'all are so trash. This is like some 1920s baseball statistics. I had 40 home runs in the season. Post-proof. I can't.
Wait, is that on
Look, dog, I was-
PlayStation?
I was number one in the reboot Torok on Xbox for like 3 months straight.
Toro.
Okay,
Ooh,
that
man.
shit's gone now.
It is gone.
What were you asking, Paul?
Do I what?
Is that on TSN? Drive
Oh.
Club?
I'll check tomorrow. Good point.
I think I actually got a world record in one of the tracks on Steep. Now that I think about it. I don't know.
I still really want to play that game.
Steep?
All I know
I
is
got-
I was fucking beast at Torok.
Post-proof.
Can't, sorry.
A game older than time itself, Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
That one just straight Torok.
I think it's re-released in the Switch too.
Aren't they making a new one?
Are they?
Yeah, that's the first one. Oh, I wish they'd make a new one, but probably not.
Sorry, Rick.
I'm talking about like the reboot that they made.
Wait, they made a reboot?
Yeah, 2008. There was a reboot.
I had no idea. I'm sorry, man. I hope things get better with Turok.
Alright. One day they'll make Torok 2. That'll be amazing.
Will it?
I'll be amazing.
Maybe the same day you get Turok 2 is the same day I'll get Shenmue 5.
Just kidding.
Bro, I think
There was
that's
a
one
Torok
thing
2.
you should
They
plug up.
canceled it. Shenmue 5, huh? You really want that?
I'm counting forwards an L already. I'm just hoping 5 can be good.
Come on, man. I Lego Silent Hill. You can get Lego Shimmy.
We're not getting another sign out.
No, we're not.
Not
And even
getting
if
another
we did,
Castlevania.
I don't think we would want it.
You don't need Castlevania. You got fucking Bloodstain, man.
Yeah, that's true. I'd still like another Castlevania.
That's fair.
So we're not getting a lot of good stuff. We're not getting Mega Man Legends 3 ever.
Well, you are getting a new Baldur's
What do
Gate, so you
Mega
got that.
Man Legends?
Fucking want Mega Man Legends 3. I was so pissed when they canceled that game.
I almost bought one because it's on sale on the PlayStation Store and I can download it to my Vita or PSP and play it on there. I was eyeballing it.
It was set up this big fucking cliffhanger, and it just never happens for like 10 years. And then they say it's gonna happen, and then they cancel it and said they like blame the fans for canceling it.
Yo, your feelings are hurt.
I was like,
Oh my god.
it's our fault that we okay.
Yo.
Fuck off.
They hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. I agree with you, man. You know, F them treating you that way. You deserve better.
We all do. But it's not gonna happen.
I appreciate the spike in difficulty this game got when the first 5 levels would just close my eyes and the game's easy. Now it's like, oh, dude, guess what? Puzzle time for the rest of the game. Now it's Celeste.
I don't know, man. Maybe the game didn't get easier. You just got worse.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
I got got it.
You've been slipping, man. Come on.
You talk to me.
You've been spending too much time on that Final Fantasy 14.
You talk to me. Talk to me. Paul, you can talk to me.
Should play a real game like League of Legends.
I did.
Talk to you about Gaia?
I never
Play
lost.
Runeterra. Sick.
I'm undefeated in the
what now?
league.
Dropped like $50 on it the other day.
What? Are you serious?
On Runeterra, yeah.
Yeah. Shoo. I haven't played it, but I don't know. I just don't like that. Is Runeterra based on League of Legends?
Yeah, same universe.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that IP or whatever. I don't find that universe interesting whatsoever.
Just play Valorant.
God, no, I think I'd rather actually play League of Legends.
Okay.
People talking about Valorant like it's the next hot thing. I'm like, bro, it's CS. Come on. You know
It's
it's
alright,
CS.
but it is CS.
It's CS.
Like
I
so
don't know
many
why you guys
people
are even
like
making
it.
this an argument. Why is this gotta be an argument? It's CS, please.
Your CS. Wait, what
They are
happened?
changing it though, so it's a little bit less like CS. Every little bit, it's inching a little bit further away from it.
Like, yeah, man. If we put heroes in it, it's different.
What happened to that one game that is third person? You and a team of like 4. You drop into a map of hang gliders.
Company?
What?
Rogue Company.
Is what it's called?
Yeah.
Probably.
Me and my friends been playing that past like week. Game's
Oh.
really fun.
I don't know what that is.
I think you'd like it.
Rogue Company.
It's a
Is it
high
a
res
Chinese
game. Nah, high res.
Isn't that already here?
What is this?
It was hot for like when it went into closed beta. It was pretty hot.
Oh, High Res. This is a studio that makes the God game.
Smite.
Yeah,
My yeah. Man, those people. That studio pumps out game after game after game, doesn't it?
Well,
Does it?
They made Doctor Disrespect a skin in that game. Like you can actually play as him as one of the like he's an alt skin for someone.
Like I think High Res also made like a fantasy BR game, right?
Realm Royale.
yeah,
Yes,
they did.
they did. Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Yeah, that was a while ago too. I forgot about that game.
Are they just? Do they just like churn out? Okay, that game has to be owned by a private Chinese company. I
Wait,
don't refuse to believe that.
And they also did Paladins too, and Overwatch came out.
Parent Studios,
Yeah.
privately held. Really?
I played Paladins and Switch.
It's still.
It's an American company. Where do they get
Does it
their
say?
money? It's
Try-
crazy.
I definitely prefer Paladins over Overwatch.
New World. What's New World?
New World coming back? Oh, the MMO that I was playing.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one you fell in love with
Amazon.
the factions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And your group controlled like the 1%, and you were hiding in the little grasslands and ambushing people who were just trying to live.
Wait,
What a
didn't
time.
you?
Now
Mhm.
they're questing in my area.
Quest
uh,
in my area.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, man. They're killing.
Yeah,
like,
if they
turkeys.
turn in PvP quests to their faction's vendor, then they gain influence in that area to be able to declare war. So yeah, kill them so they can't complete it.
Can't be having that, right?
Nope. Didn't have it either.
Was that the game that was on NDA? But people are still streaming it anyway?
It was on NDA for the past like 2 years when it was in closed beta, but the last test was not NDA.
Oh, so that's what I was saying.
Yeah. It's yeah, but Prussy's right. It's coming back in November for another test. I don't know how long, but if it's still the same build from earlier this year that we played in last time, I probably won't play it as much. I won't have that much time to play it anyways, like I did.
Oh,
But yeah, I can't wait until that game actually comes out.
don't quest in that area.
I was kind of interested in that game, but then also kind of scared about Amazon games being a thing.
What's wrong
You're
with Amazon
scared.
games being a thing?
Nothing, yeah.
You got a problem
So-
with Amazon?
No, not at all.
Should I know about a problem with Amazon you got?
I just don't want it to become Activision.
Alright, dude, you're blacklisted.
Oh my god.
Sucks.
Gonna get shadow banned on everywhere.
The good news is any info they want on you, they already have it anyway, dog. Might as well just play the game.
Sucker.
You've
Oh,
got-
it's nothing about like data privacy or anything like that. It's like a I don't know how to put this, but I'm worried about like them becoming Activision and buying out other games.
Like other
And then-
studios.
Yeah, and then like have a thing happen with like Destiny. But they haven't like really shown any signs of that. It's just like one thing that I'm kind of nervous about because Bezos has like unlimited money.
Same.
The only thing they bought was Double Helix years ago. The team that rebooted KI. Other than that, they've only like created on their studios. They haven't went out and bought any.
Oh, Amazon Games only created?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's promising.
Perhaps get out here sounding like Kim Masters. Attack me if you dare, I will crush you. I did not expect this game to go in this direction. Wow. Wonder you liked it.
Gris?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, there are just a few games out there that speak to my heart and soul, as crippled as it may be, and this was one of them.
I'm just happy.
There's
this
actually
can be
another game I
free.
want to fire up. Sorry, what?
Was it related to this?
Nah, just something I saw that I thought was really cool, and I haven't seen anyone playing it, so I think that'll just be something for me.
What's that?
And I actually listened to the soundtrack, and oh man, if your music gets me, you got me.
What game is this?
Oh shit, did I break my keys? No!
Sick talk.
It's called,
13 had some pretty good music.
yeah, and I'll always tell Verily 13's music was better than 15's. And then he'll start clapping at me with his piano and his symphony. I'll be like, shut up, dude. No, dude, it ain't.
I don't know.
But yeah, the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. 15's music was.
Oh,
way better
okay.
than
I was like, bro, don't start this with me, please. It's like 4 a.m.
That game, like, that's the like the best thing about 13. Like, anything about it, it's just the music was, soundtrack was fantastic.
Yep. Across all 3 games, you can talk all the shit you want about that game. You can say the characters are dog shit. You can say the story's dog shit. You can say the world's dog shit. You can say the gameplay's dog shit. You can say everything's dog shit. The one thing I will not let you insult is that any of those games' music, all 3 of them have amazing music.
You're dog shit.
Yes.
Okay, as long as we agree.
But yeah, the game I'm interested in is called is it Paradise Killer?
Paradise Killer.
You gotta burn out Paradise, dog.
Yeah, Paradise Killer on Steam.
It's not awesome.
Well, dog, I'm dog shit. I can't follow you. Yeah, I want to play that game. It looks dope, and the music was fire. It's very synth wavy or vapor wavy, probably both.
Paradise
Investigation game. Oh, it's out. They're saying like it's gonna come out.
No, it came out I think a month ago.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, September.
Yeah, looks cool. Yeah. Good choice. Looking forward to you streaming.
Yeah. I'm always down for a good mystery. well done mystery, I should say.
Man, speaking of mystery, what happened to Bleeding Edge?
What's that?
That game sucks.
Bleeding Edge
I've
is
never
like,
played the beta. It's not fun.
it's this team-based, like, it feels like Overwatch, but it's melee-based more than anything, right?
Yeah. Like all the characters have like different like ways of attacking. That game, I don't think that game even did well. It was made by Ninja Theory, guys that did Hellblade.
Is it not Ninja Theory that did that Metroid game?
It's Team Ninja.
Oh.
Shout outs to Team Ninja. Shout outs to Dead or Alive.
Dude, that game's awesome.
It's too much work.
Really? I think that's like one of the easiest fighting games to pick up.
You kidding me?
For 3D? Yeah.
Paper, rock,
absolutely.
scissors, dog? Guard, parry, or what's the other one?
Yeah, it's rock paper scissors. It's
Yeah, but it's
it
like
feels pretty
high,
nice.
low, rock, paper, scissors. Like guard ho, like guard low, guard high, parry low, parry high, block low, block high. It's too much work.
Yeah, it's fun. You get
It's
to
like
smash
the
the
most
clothes.
accessible 3D fighter out there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, man, because you're playing against somebody who has even a modicum of what they're doing, and they get big damage off of big punishes for guessing right, versus someone
That's
like
any
Soul
fighting
Calibur.
game.
Welcome to fighting.
Yeah, that's
I
any
don't-
fighting game, dude.
I know you've forgotten, but welcome to fighting game.
I feel like in
Alright,
Soul Calibur
I
it's
won't be
different.
that mean, but yes, you're wrong.
I feel like in Soul Calibur it's different. I feel like you play against somebody who knows what they're doing, you still have a chance of winning and being punished not nearly as severely.
That's because you played a bunch of clowns who don't know what they're doing either.
I don't just play you guys in fighting games when I do play.
Yeah, I know. I saw you playing, I think, Haydenwood.
You're
Was
so,
it Haydenwood?
You're so trash.
I'm pretty sure it was Haydenwood.
No,
I
it
remember
was
him
Lashoy
talking
that
all that
first
shit
off.
like he
It
did that in
was-
Dissidia.
I think it was Lashoy.
It was the show. But again, I don't just play
I could've
everybody I
sworn
play
it
on
was
stream.
Haydenwood.
It was not Hayden Wood.
I need
Could've
that
been
man.
Lashoy.
I need that man back.
Hit him up.
Maybe it was Prepsky?
No, it wasn't Prepsky. Prepsky doesn't play fighting games.
There you go.
What?
You know he's in here. Why are you doing this?
But nah. I was sad I could never get to play Grand Blue with you guys because I got on computer and you guys all decided to get on PS4. So I felt
Damn.
yeah, that was definitely a dollar mood on me. I'm like, fuck, here it comes, just smack me in the face, Meteor.
I'll just get Power Rangers instead. It's cross-platform.
Who the fuck plays Power Rangers?
People.
No one here. Yeah, I think he means in the realm of and here who plays Power Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the last game I'm willing to buy anytime soon. Well, I already own it. Is Grand Blue though. I'll actually need to visit it sometime.
I would say Prepsky plays it because I know he's talked about it before, but plus he plays 30 fighting games at once, so I can't really. Yeah and no.
He really does. Pepsi, you make me happy because you're like, it's like you run your own magazine, but on Twitter for fighting games. Like today, I tried out King of Fighters 17, and it was great. And here's the balance is great. I'm like, oh, cool, he's playing that. And then the next day, he's like, man, Mark of the Wolves is my joint. A little rusty though, and I'm like, what? What happened to the last game? It's like every day's a new journal entry. I respect it though. Getting your reps in every game. There's like jack of all trades and there's like meh of all trades. I mean, look at my setup behind me. I was turning on my Dreamcast to make sure my copy of MVC2 still worked, and I found myself playing it suddenly. I couldn't stop. Get my Sentinel combos going.
It's a hard game.
It is. It's hard and it's unfair.
Well, Marvel's entity is unfair.
Marvel 3 feels more fair because it's a bit slower, so you can watch the BS happen to you and go, I think I have a chance to attack now. Whereas in MVC2, you're like, can I press jab right? Nope, sure can't.
Yeah,
I lose.
unlike the the kaleidoscope show that is DBZ.
I do like watching it every now and then,
feel like,
though.
I feel like that's a little bit more easier.
Think so? Dude, I don't know. I got mopped in DBZ every time. I had fun, don't get me wrong, but like, fuck, dude, I'm never gonna good at this game.
Oh, one friend's been playing it for months now, hardcore, ever since like the beginning of Corona. But when they started playing again, I picked it up just to play with them for a little bit. I like labbed for like 2 days, hopped in, and I just started mollywopping them. It's like, yeah, well, all the years of Marvel 3 kind of paid off. Alright, kind of play with Grand Blue now. I'm not really interested in playing this. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, sorry, I'm not really playing this game like that.
Man.
Yeah, I feel like if you were someone who has a history in Marvel, you'd feel right at home with DBZ.
Really hit your friend with a thanks, that was fun, goodbye?
Yeah, I'm out. Just like right in March, April, Grand Blue like just came out.
Right when your friendship ended. Nice.
Play Grand Blue too though. He's alright. He'll be fine. The little diva player. The one I got all my practice in on.
Oh, that person. The one, yeah, the one you're like, oh, I know this matchup. I'm like, the person I chose right away, you're telling me I know this matchup really well. My best friend plays it. I know all the mix-ups. Duck every clothesline. It'll never hit. Didn't. You're right. Duck every clothesline. Avoid every drop kick. Sick. I was so mad. It's probably the least amount of initial fun I've ever had in a game. Because most fighting games, even like KI or MVCI, it's like, all right, I'm getting a grasp what I can do with this. I'm losing some rounds, but I know I can do with this. But La Diva, if I'm not like actually in the person's grill, I'm like, this sucks so much.
Bro, but
This
isn't that
sucks.
character just like really dog compared to everyone else?
She was like one of the best characters in the game until she got nerfed like
La Diva?
a couple weeks ago, maybe a month now. Yeah, yeah, she was
Yeah.
insanely strong.
Okay.
Yeah, they nerfed her.
I
Nerfed her
remember
hard.
La Diva had trouble getting in, and that's what fucked
Yes.
her up. Because I remember like the best character was the whip
Larry.
girl, Larry, Fairy. Yeah, and then they nerfed her.
Yeah, I think she's still good though, but she's just not like she doesn't have fast startup frames, long range anymore.
And then I think female Jita?
Jita?
Yeah, female
Yeah, she
Jita
got
is
nerfed a
top tier
lot.
now, right? Okay.
No, they hit her pretty hard.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't kept up with that game. All I know is that I like playing fucking not Matera. What was her name? Zeta. I like Zeta.
Zeta. Yeah.
I'm a Basaraga main, so no, this matters to me.
Dude, everyone said that guy was dog shit, and then when I watched some tournaments of like people doing locals and stuff playing Basaraga, I'm like, I think this is how you're meant to this character. And then people were like, yeah, you're right. This guy is not dog shit. He's actually amazing.
He's fun to play too.
He looks
Luane
fun.
Sucks. Yeah, Luane will never be good unless they completely rework the character.
Good.
But as a character that is just not designed well at all to ever succeed. Like
Low Wayne Hibiki.
he does 2 supers that can be completely dodged or blocked, and he has 1 move that can be special canceled into. Like, that's it. All the rest are like traps and setups for mix-ups, but you have 1 move that you can special into. Like, that's awful.
What is this, man? Like, this entire game has been nothing like this until, I'm assuming, last level, and now it's like an entirely different game. I'm not, it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm really not. It's just,
I was about to say, you better stop.
no, it's cool. It's fun. It's just, it didn't prepare me for this experience the entire time. It feels like I finished the main game last chapter, and this is DLC I just started. Like, oh, cool, here, have this.
Is life just one experience? No, it ain't.
Don't talk to me.
Dude, you're the one who's trying to find some fucking metaphor in a goddamn eel, okay?
Which there was. And in the tortoise, too.
What does the eel mean, bro?
There was actually. Oh my god, I'm gonna send you links after this.
The Inuits, man.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
It means something.
You're just a big, dumb idiot.
You guys
My-
know what both sides are?
My character's physical representation of his mind. It's like, sure.
Yeah, dude, this man was reaching the metaverse.
To be honest, I wish I was a little bit more well versed with symbolism, because it would make these games make like a lot more sense.
No,
'Cause
you don't.
I'll play them now and I'll loosely get what they're getting at, but like to know every like little detail in an adventure game like this,
Well,
I think
maybe
would
you
be really
spent
cool.
less time messing around with hydraulics on your dad's share.
Yeah. But how am I gonna get physical feedback while I'm flying?
Get a haptic feedback. That isn't hydraulic.
You don't want to know what it's like to be a 4-head in a room full of 3-head.
For that kid in the classroom, y'all are just so much more advanced than you guys.
Do you guys ever feel like a seal in a sea of penguins?
Wouldn't the seal be dead?
Yes, I've smoked weed before, so sure.
The fuck, man? That's why I can't have anything nice. You just yuck.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to say to that.
Bozo. Might be more versed with symbolism when you can become the 1% like Shish, right?
Yeah, I don't have to think about the art. I can just buy it, Lamau.
The 3-count finisher animation for La Diva is just so great. It made me so happy the first time I did it. And the fact that there was a kick out animation too was really cute. Really good touch. I did not expect that. 2.98. I'm like, what? It makes sense.
I think when it fails, it'll randomly stop between 4 digits. Like it's not always the same value.
I believe you. I didn't want to leave you hanging and let you think that no one believed you.
No, I don't care if you don't believe me.
Okay.
I know this to be fact.
Man, I think I'm about
Oh,
ready
I
to
love you, Greg.
stop playing video games to go play video games. I think I'm gonna stop
That's a
playing
cute
this and
proposal.
I'm gonna lay down in bed, my Game Boy Advance, and keep playing Castlevania.
Yeah, because Breath of the Wild sucks, doesn't it?
Damn it, man, the game sucks.
I like it. It's cool. I don't know. Like when I first played, I thought it really was an amazing game, and I still do. It's just I can't play too much of that. But when I take a
When I
break
think
from
of
it,
Breath of the Wild, I think about Final Fantasy 13 too.
hell yeah, dude! I gotta play it so I can play Lightning Returns, dog.
What?
You know,
I do.
13 like Breath of the Wild?
Yes, it's the exact same
I-
game.
Oh, no.
I never thought I'd ever hear someone ask that question.
I've never played 13.
Yet here we are.
no, it's okay. It's alright. Just don't worry about it.
The last chapter of Final Fantasy 15 is like Breath of the Wild.
It's a great game. It's a great game, and I'll always believe that. No one can ever change my mind. Always.
The game's pretty sweet when you buy like all the
Here we go.
movies
again.
and the TV
Jesus
shows and the book.
Christ.
and all the DLC.
Just
when you're
can't
$500 deep.
one fucking month without this taking place.
It's fucking sick after that.
I mean, I'm willing to dunk on the game, but I mean, I do agree with you. I think it is actually a very good game. It's just haunted by the ghost of its past.
My only ghost is you.
But I'm in the rain.
What? Sick. You know, the one thing I can't figure out in Breath of the Wild actually is how to keep a horse.
Take it to the
You take it to the
stable.
Yes, dude. Like what?
Yes, dude. Like what?
Like, huh?
I found a horse and I'm like, you're my horse now. And then I got off and I was like, where'd you go? Come back. Whistle. And it was like, nope, peace.
That's not your house yet. You have to register.
No,
it.
it's my horse, dude. I captured it. It's mine. You belong
To
to,
be
me
fair,
now.
any other game I would agree with him. It's pretty stupid that you have to register a horse to make it yours.
You belong to me now. I just captured you.
So if you go to a horse in real life, get on it and start riding it. First of all, I don't know how you're gonna get on it. And then you get off. You think it's just gonna sit there and wait for you?
I mean, you tame it. That's animal husbandry.
Do I have to take my horse to a stable in RDR to make it mine?
Like, I don't know why the government signing off on a piece of paper suddenly makes it so the animal will stick to me.
Let's stick.
Times no dog. I'm talking about like 20 minutes.
Now I gotta fucking boot that game back up again. Go find the horse and bring it to the stables, so I can stop running everywhere. You know how much of that map I've been to so far, just running everywhere? A lot.
And imagine
Well,
how
that's
much
just me.
you've seen.
You'll be alright.
Bro, you're not gonna play that game. Stop talking.
Check my
did
Switch
you-
listing.
Did you go to one of the mazes yet? The giant mazes?
I just got to my first one.
Trying the one in the top right corner of the map.
Yeah, it was top right corner out in the middle of the ocean. I took my hang glider and I was like, woo, and I landed. And bing, bing, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, sweet. And I saw the monsters roaming around. I'd like dodge, like whatever. And I walked through the far right-hand side and I got the vibration, the feeling of like I'm closer to I can hear the dungeon is close by. And I was back to the start. And then it shot me and knocked me into the middle of the ocean. And I started floating in the ocean, pissed. You're so dumb. I hate you. I'm mad all over again because you're laughing at it.
I love hearing everyone's first experience with that place. It's never good.
Imagine being that one person out of 10,000 who just goes in there and goes, yeah, first tried it, dude. It was easy.
Like, shit, you're lying. That place is so confusing.
What a legend. Good night, Vanessa. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging.